Hello everyone and welcome to the Brainbuster TV Stomping Grounds Kickoff Show. I am your host Josh. I am from Wrestling Reverb on Brainbuster Radio, and I do have a kickoff panel, if you will, for this kickoff show for Stomping Grounds. We're going live in 1 hour. I'm going to introduce to you the panel of guests I have for the kickoff. We're going to run down every single match that's going to be played tonight in the simulation. First and foremost, of course, we've got... Hey, she's a gem of Brainbuster Radio. She's here to break down all the matches with us. It is the queen of any. Queen, here you are on the kickoff.
Here we are on the kickoff for Stomping Grounds. I'm so psyched to be here, ready to break down this show with you and whoever else is on our panel.
Oh, yes. And of course, I couldn't not involve this dude in the Stomping Grounds kickoff panel. It is Kevin Carroll. Kevin from Wrestling Reverb. How are you doing, Kevin?
I am doing fantastic, Josh. Good to be here with you and Queen. I'm looking so forward to this stream that kicks off at 7. But first, we have a little bit of business to tackle here on the kickoff show.
Oh, yeah. We're going to run down all of the matches here tonight on the kickoff show. And guys, how's the energy going into Stomping Grounds? In 1 hour, we will be simulating all of the matches on Stomping Grounds. Queen, how's the energy feeling for you?
I'm feeling hyped. I'm feeling ready. I have some analysis to bring with you guys. I can't wait to break down each of these matches with you too, and all the simulations to come in just 1 hour.
Yeah, Kevin, how's the energy for you?
Whew! Goddamn. I am so excited for this stream. I am so excited to break down every single match with you guys. I am excited.
And of course, we may as well get into these. Let's get into the first match here. It is Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn taking on the New Day's Big E and Xavier Woods. Queen, how's this matchup come about? Big E's only been back from injury for a few weeks now.
He's only been back for a few weeks, you're right. But you know what? I don't even care. I'm so excited to see him back wrestling that the build or lack thereof doesn't even matter. I'm so pumped to see him tagging with Xavier. But for me, the real hype part for what I want to see is having Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn back on TV together. Boy, it's been so cool seeing them every single week. I love those two together. Their chemistry is just effortless. And I cannot wait to see them tag against the New Day.
And Kevin, of course, Sami Zayn has been on quite the... he has a lot of momentum with the words he's saying, but in the ring, both Owens and Zayn have taken some losses. Does that affect them going into tonight's match?
No, I don't believe so. I think that you hit the nail right on the head with Sami Zayn having so much momentum. He's been killing it week in and week out in the ring, on the mic. I think that they've got plenty of momentum heading into this match. I think they're going to use that momentum, and I think they're going to put on one hell of a match.
I think it's going to be a good one. It is a tag team contest, a part of tonight's Stomping Grounds. Again, Stomping Grounds starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. Just put that into your time calculator, wherever time zone you're in, and it will be live right here on twitch.tv/BBRTV. It is the first major event we're doing here on Brainbuster TV, and we could not be more excited to bring you Stomping Grounds. But of course, there's so many more matches to get through here. Let's move on to the next match. And tonight we will have a triple threat match for the Cruiserweight Championship. Queen, the Cruiserweights have an opportunity to really steal the show tonight. What do you expect from the 205 Live boys, and who is involved in this match?
Man, we have Tony Nese, Drew Gulak, and Akira Tozawa. 3 people I'm very interested in seeing, though I will say my eyes are going to be on Drew Gulak for this match. Nese's title reigns kind of felt a little more transitional than I'd say than Buddy Murphy's, but hey, we're moving onward and upwards, and I really do think that they're going to put on one hell of a match.
Me too. I think the 205 Live guys put on awesome stellar matches all the time, and I just think that this one could be no exception. Kevin, is it do or die for Tony Nese here, as he's got a lot on his plate? He does not have to be pinned to lose his championship here tonight.
Yes, absolutely. He's also got no champion's advantage as triple threat rules dictate. No disqualifications, no countouts. So Tony Nese definitely has a lot on his plate here, especially with two world-class competitors in Akira Tozawa and Drew Gulak.
Yeah, this is going to be a stellar matchup. Queen, who's walking out Cruiserweight champion in this one?
Man, I'm calling it here and I'm calling it now, people. Drew Gulak steals the 205 Live Heavyweight Championship.
Oh, and Kevin, are we agreeing with Queen here, or can Tony Nese retain? Is Akira Tozawa able to take it out?
I have to agree with my good friend Queen here. I think it's Drew Gulak's time. He's got the most momentum out of anybody on 205 Live right now. He's got the best character. He's so good in the ring. I think all the stars are going to align for the Philadelphia Kid Drew Gulak tonight, and he's going to walk out your new Cruiserweight champion.
Bold predictions from the panel here tonight. And again, 7 p.m. Eastern is when this goes down. This will be a part of the Brainbuster TV Stomping Ground simulation. And guys, we're going to get so many more things here on Brainbuster TV. Queen, what are some things that you're really excited about with the future of Brainbuster TV?
Oh, man, for the future of Brainbuster TV, well, first of all, look at what's happening right now. Look what we have put together for you, Josh, the mastermind behind this amazing Stomping Grounds coming to you at 7 p.m. Eastern. But I'm also excited for the live experiences that you're going to get with everyone on Brainbuster Radio and maybe a huge, huge summer launch.
Oh yeah, and Kevin, you can now sub to our channel. What would you say to anyone on the fence about subbing to Brainbuster TV?
If you're on the fence, all I have to say is get off the fence, because we are bringing so much excitement, so much great content to Brainbuster TV. You're going to catch all of our shows streaming live at some point throughout the course of the summer. You're going to catch a huge launch coming later this summer. Keep your eyes peeled and your ears peeled for that, because we are not taking any prisoners. We are going all in for this, and I am so excited to be a part of it.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a big deal, and we're going to have so much more here on the kickoff. So why waste any more time? Let's get on to the next match, and it's a big one. The United States Championship is on the line. Ricochet did earn this opportunity in a 5-pack elimination challenge on Raw, outlasting 4 other men. But he's got a big task with the United States Champion Samoa Joe. Queen, can Ricochet pull off the unthinkable?
Man, as much as I am a fan of Ricochet, I think it's a little too soon for him to be getting this title opportunity, and I think Joe is just going to get a clean win here, and it's going to get a huge crowd reaction. Like I said, I really wish Ricochet the best of luck as his rising star keeps going here on WWE's main show, but at Stomping Grounds, I think his number is up.
Kevin, is the size of Ricochet going to play into effect in this match against Joe? Is it just a matter of David versus Goliath here?
It certainly seems to be, Josh. Ricochet is giving up a lot in the way of size and strength. He's going to have to pull out every trick in his book of aerial acrobatic feats of incredible, just incredibility to hang with Samoa Joe. I think that he could do it. I think that he is maybe the one that could knock off Samoa Joe. I'm excited to see what happens. I think that Ricochet is ready to be a champion on the roster.
Yeah, it's going to be a big task for Ricochet. Queen, did you expect Ricochet to win the 5-pack challenge on Raw? But not only that, how does his history with people like Cesaro and stuff like that play into effect? Does that play onto Ricochet's mind in this match? Is there just, he's got a lot of momentum, but are the odds too big?
You know, for Ricochet, I was pleasantly surprised that he won to face Joe at Stomping Grounds. It's a great opportunity, another great opportunity, as his matches with Cesaro have been, to shine his light on how talented he is and how fun he is in the ring to watch. I just don't think it's his time to be U.S. champion. I'd love to see the build between him and Joe go further here as Joe picks up and retains his title.
Yeah, I think we got some more stuff involved with the US Championship. Now, Kevin, of course, Rey Mysterio did win the US Championship back at Money in the Bank. It was then due to an injury that he relinquished it back to Joe. It was a odd situation. Joe's shoulders were up. What would happen to Joe's psyche if that was to happen again tonight and Ricochet walked out United States champion?
I think Joe desperately needs a convincing win here because you're right. He lost the title kind of fluky, but he also got the title back in a flukish way as well, with Rey Mysterio just sort of handing it over to him. I wasn't a big fan of that, to be honest. I'd rather see that title be contested in the ring. But now Samoa Joe's got a test here. Ricochet is he's got one of the highest rising superstars in WWE today. He's got momentum through the roof. It's going to be up to Joe to quash that momentum and pick up a big statement win going forward. I think he needs it bad.
Yeah, and final predictions for this one, guys. Queen, who is walking out US champ?
Joe.
Kevin, what about you?
I think we're going to see a title change. I got Ricochet winning the United States title, beating the big bad Samoa Joe.
Oh, man. We've got a split room here for the Brainbuster TV Stomping Grounds simulation. Again, we are live in 50 minutes time for the Stomping Grounds simulation. The energy in the room is palpable. We got a lot of people joining us here for the quick kickoff. We thank you for joining us for the kickoff show. We have Queen and Kevin. And Queen, we let Kevin kind of sell us before, but hey, if anyone's on the fence about subscribing to Twitch, to Brainbuster TV here on Twitch, what would you say to those people?
Oh, honey, get up off of that fence. You don't need to be on no fence. Come subscribe. Join us here at Brainbuster TV. You're going to see some really great stuff. Not only things like these simulations, but awesome content coming from all of us. That's right, everybody here on Brainbuster Radio. And the future is bright, honey. Get on the train as it goes.
Yeah, and if you wanted to talk about the kickoff here on Twitter or on Twitch, make sure to use the hashtag BrainbusterTV kickoff to talk about all the things going down in the Stomping Grounds simulation. But of course, coming up next here on the kickoff, we're going to break down the SmackDown Women's Championship match. It's Alexa Bliss challenging Bayley for her SmackDown Women's Championship. Queen, there's a lot riding into this one. Does Bliss have Bayley's number? Is Nikki Cross going to come into play? How does this play out? How did we get here? Because, I mean, since winning the SmackDown Women's Championship, since winning Money in the Bank, Bayley does have a lot of momentum, but can you really count out Alexa Bliss?
You can never really count out Alexa Bliss. She is the goddess after all, and a little bit of a mastermind herself. You know she's got something up her sleeve. However, Bayley is finally starting to look like a legitimate single star again. It is a beautiful thing to see, and I hope it only goes onward and upward from here. And for me, the only thing worse than a Raw superstar competing for a SmackDown title would be a Raw superstar winning the SmackDown title. So for me, it's Bayley all the way.
Bayley all the way. Kevin, Alexa Bliss has Nikki Cross in her corner. Does that play a factor into this?
I think it's going to play a factor. What I'm interested to see is what type of factor it plays. Could she screw over Bayley and help Alexa get the win? Could she inadvertently get in Alexa's way and cost her the championship, giving Bayley the win? She's such a wild card here, not to use the wild card phrase as a pun or as a joke, but screw the wild card. But I think that Nikki Cross could play a lot of different ways here, and I think that's ultimately going to determine the outcome of the match.
Oh, yeah. Queen, what I have to ask from you is that Alexa Bliss stated this past week on SmackDown that Bayley peaked in NXT. Is there truth to that statement?
You know, it's been a hard conversation, I think, for a lot of people. But no, I do not think she peaked in NXT. I think with what she's being given now and as she works her way forward, if she stays on this upward trajectory, I think we're going to see the Bayley of old once again.
Kevin, what about you? Has Bayley peaked in NXT? Is Alexa right?
Well, before winning Money in the Bank, before becoming SmackDown Women's Champion, I was in that corner where I thought, well, Bayley had her best days in NXT. Her best days are behind her. She's just sort of floating around now. But ever since splitting with Sasha Banks and becoming a singles competitor, her trajectory has just been onwards and upwards. And I really think that we're getting to a place where Bayley is becoming the best version of Bayley right now. I think we're in the midst of something really special.
Oh, Queen, what about this? Alexa Bliss has had Bayley's number in the past. She ended her Raw Women's Championship reign a couple of years ago. They had a few other matches. But hey, I mean, does that play into Bayley's psyche? Because, hey, Bliss might have her number. Does that at least get in? Is that in the back of Bayley's brain?
Yeah, I'm sure she's definitely considering it. But, a couple months ago, I think that would have really affected Bayley's psyche a little bit more. But right now, she's really feeling herself. She's a little more confident. She's got that ground under her feet that I think that she's been missing, that Kevin was speaking to before. And you know what? I really don't think that she's going to get anywhere too psyched out for this match in particular. And I'm hoping that if Nikki Cross is involved, it has a really cool angle. I don't want it to be wasted, Yeah,
I get you. Kevin, does Bayley's previous losses against Bliss play into this tonight? Is that in Bayley's brain? It has to be there. It has to be.
I don't think so, honestly. I think that this is like I said before, this is a different Bayley. This is a more confident, more composed, and more vicious and a tougher Bayley than we've seen in quite some time. I really think that she's let the past in the past. I think she's looking forward to the present. I think it's a clean slate for her. I don't think she's thinking about those losses at all. I think she's looking towards this match as its own thing.
Queen, what do you expect from the matchup tonight? These ladies have had great matches in the past. What do you expect from tonight's matchup?
Yeah, tonight's no different. I think we're going to see another great match between these two. I'm really looking forward to this one in particular of the women's matches.
Yeah, Kevin, what do you expect from the match here tonight?
I agree. This is the match I'm looking forward to most out of anything on the card. I think this is going to be a really great match between two really good in-ring competitors. Obviously, but we all know about Bayley. Alexa Bliss does not get the love she deserves for her in-ring abilities. I have never had a problem watching one of her matches at all. I think she's going to take this opportunity to show us what she's made of and to show us just how good she can go.
And final predictions, Queen, who's walking out with the SmackDown Women's Championship here tonight?
Easy for me. Bayley, SD Live, Women's Champion, retains her belt.
And Kevin, what are you saying for this one?
I agree. I think Bayley's going to be the one walking out champion. I think that her reign is just getting started. I don't think that she's a transitional champion at all. I think this is going to be a big win for her, and she's going to rule the SmackDown Women's division for months to come.
It's going to be a good one, folks. And Queen, now what time does this simulation start? And where can we find this Stomping Ground simulation?
Well, my friends, this simulation begins at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and you can find it right here on twitch.tv/BBRTV. You can find that, of course, all over the Twitterverse, on our Twitters, on the Brainbuster Radio Twitter. It's everywhere. You can't miss it. It's going to be great. Tell your friends, people.
Oh, yeah, share this stream. Use the hashtag BrainbusterTV Kickoff. But we talked about the SmackDown Women's Division, and of course we have to talk about the SmackDown Tag Team Division. It is the Planet's Tag Team Champions, Daniel Bryan and Rowan, taking on Heavy Machinery. Queen, the Planet's Tag Team Champions, Daniel Bryan and Rowan, are very confident. They're very, they have a lot of confidence within themselves. Does that play a factor into tonight's match? And what about the experience for Heavy Machinery? Yes, they've been in NXT, but they haven't had a lot of big fight pay-per-view experience. How does that all play a factor into tonight's tag match?
Yeah, as much as I like Heavy Machinery, I don't think this is going to go very long, this feud between them two. It's going to be a good time for them to get that attention on them on a big fight pay-per-view, as you mentioned. It's a time for more people to see what they can do, but unfortunately, I don't think they're going over here. I really don't.
And Kevin, does the inexperience, is it just too hard to overcome tonight?
I think it will be. I think that the Heavy Machinery, while being impressive in their short stint on the main roster, I think it just hasn't been long enough. I don't think they've paid their dues quite yet, and I don't think they're walking out as tag team champs. I think they're going to run into a brick wall with Rowan and Bryan, who work so well together. They're not like a seasoned tag team. They haven't been here very long together, but they act like they've been together for years. They're so good. They're so compatible in the ring, on the microphone. And I think that experience, as two experienced competitors, on their own, coming together, I think that's going to add up to a win for the Planet's Tag Team Champions.
Oh man, Queen, what do you expect from this tag match? Is it going to be a challenge for the Planet's Tag Team Champions tonight?
I think it'll be a little bit of a challenge, but I what's interesting about these two tag teams and how opposingly different they are, right? Daniel Bryan's been nothing short of totally brilliant on the microphone lately, and his whole, persona and gimmick, what he has going on for him right now, is so vastly different than what Heavy Machinery has to offer. So I think that's going to give us some really cool interplay. I don't expect this to be a very long match. I don't think it's going to be a squash by any means, but I don't think it's going to go on too long. And I think the heels are going to win here and move on to bigger and more better things, I guess.
Kevin, your prediction for this one, is the Planet's Tag Team Champions just a shoo-in at this point?
Yeah, I don't think this match is going to go particularly long. I don't think that it's going to be particularly well contested, if I'm being completely honest. I think Heavy Machinery will have their chances to shine down the road, but, to quote John Cena, their time is not now, their time is up. It's Daniel Bryan's time now, and Rowan.
Oh man, and of course this is a part of the Brainbuster TV Stomping Ground simulation. Kevin, sell us, get us to sub. What would you say to those people that are waiting and just like, oh, should I sub to the channel? What would you say to those people?
What are you waiting for? Why haven't you subscribed yet? You're getting in on such exclusive, wonderful, entertaining, incredible, magnificent content. It starts tonight. It starts tonight at the top of the hour, 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, with the Brainbuster TV Stomping Ground simulation. But you're going to get these every month. You're going to get so much good shit. You got to subscribe. You just got to.
And of course, on the it's not just you guys joining me here today. For the main show at 7 p.m., we're going to have Conrad and Wilf, along with myself, on the call all night for all of these matches, a part of the simulation. We have a whole commentary team all ready to have some fun here tonight. Make sure to use the hashtag BrainbusterTV Kickoff to talk about everything you see here tonight. And of course, the matches just keep getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and this one is no exception. It's the Universal Championship match. Seth Rollins defends against Baron Corbin. Now, Corbin, of course, will have a referee this weekend, but for the simulation, we cannot put that in the game. So it's just a one-on-one match. Of course, Queen, Seth Rollins is the Universal Champion. He's the Beast Slayer. He even, got past a cash-in attempt back at Super Showdown. Is Seth just on too much of a roll here? Can Baron Corbin stop him? It's been a long, build to this match. Has at least Baron Corbin showed that he's ready for the Universal Championship?
Oh, man. As much as I want to say no, I think the answer is yes, folks. I think this is an ambitious thing to predict, really, because of that, guest referee factor, right? What is happening with that? For our simulation purposes, we can't do it, as you mentioned. Yeah. But just thinking about the potential here, right? For Sunday's show, what the heck? What's going to happen here? You know, for me, I feel like it could go either way, but there's a sinking feeling that I have, folks, and we all know how much I just don't really like Baron Corbin, and Baron Corbin doesn't like me. So it pains me to say it, y'all. It pains me to say it, but I got a feeling he's taking that title off Seth.
Oh, man. Kevin.
Roll or no roll.
Kevin. Seth Rollins has been, taking out a lot of people with a chair. Ever since it's kind of been the main catalyst in this story. But Baron Corbin did get the upper hand on Raw. Does that play a factor? Momentum is important. It is important, and both men seem to have it.
Yeah, but Corbin has arguably more of it after standing tall to end Monday Night Raw. We did see Rollins on SmackDown. He did garner some of that momentum back with a big tag team win, teaming with Kofi Kingston against Owens and Zayn. But I think Corbin's really hot right now, and as much as we all hate to admit it, the dude is damn good. He gets heat in a way that no one else on the roster is able to get at this point. I really think he is a threat to this Universal title reign, and depending on who the referee he picks could tip the scales.
Oh man, and of course, final predictions here. Queen, who walks out with the Universal Championship? Is going to be a retain, or are we going to see a new champion with this one?
I'm going to go bold here, boys. I'm saying Baron Corbin wins that title, and someone is going to cash in to take it from him.
Oh man,
that, of course, is the beast.
Kevin, final prediction here. Is Seth walking out with the Red Brand's main prize, or is Baron Corbin truly going to spell the end of days for Seth Rollins' reign?
Queen, I admire your chutzpah, however you say that particular word. But I'm going with Seth Rollins here to retain. I think there's going to be some sort of shenanigans with the referee, but ultimately I think Rollins will overcome.
Oh man, of course, a part of the Brainbuster TV Stomping Ground simulation is this Universal Championship match, along with 8 other huge matches. Queen, 7 p.m. is the kickoff, is the showtime, I should say. The commentary team I alluded to before, Wilf and Conrad, this should be a fun little time. What would you say to fans that are on the fence about the calling of the action, if you will? Do you think we can bring the gust and fire that the WWE commentary team does?
Oh, come on. Do you even have to ask me that? You guys are going to slay this commentary. Josh, Wilf, and Conrad, are you kidding me? We're going to be cracking up. We're going to be enjoying it. We're going to have serious color commentary, smart minds breaking down these matches, the smoothest voice on Brainbuster TV on top of that. Honey, forget about it. You need to sub right now to twitch.tv/BBRTV so you don't miss it at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, yeah, and of course, as we move along here on the kickoff, this is a big one. Roman Reigns takes on Drew McIntyre. This is a WrestleMania rematch. Queen, Shane McMahon, Elias, The Revival. Does that play a factor? Is the numbers just too hard with Roman Reigns as we talk about the build here before we get your prediction? But the numbers, do they play a factor?
Man, goodness gracious. You know, you have to imagine that it's going to. Shane McMahon can't seem to keep himself off TV, let alone a pay-per-view. So you know he's going to be involved in somehow, some way with his right-hand man, his muscle, Drew McIntyre. For me, I felt that Drew should have won at Mania full stop. He should have beat Roman right there. However, this storyline has continued. Roman Reigns has faced some odds and not been winning those recently. So it seems, you know, if you look at it, it might be something for Roman Reigns, but I think those numbers are going to play a factor, and I think Drew needs this victory. But those numbers, I think, are going to play a factor maybe in an intimidation way, but I feel like if Drew is going to win this, he needs a clean pin of Roman Reigns.
Oh, yeah, who needs this more? Kevin, it's not about so much a prediction here, but who needs this win more? Does Roman need it? Does McIntyre need it? Who benefits the most from a win here?
I think Drew McIntyre does. I think he really needs a win here to solidify himself as a star on his own. On his own being the operative words. I agree with Queen 100%. I don't think that he is helped by a win marred by shenanigans. I really think he needs to do this on his own. You're going to see Shane at some point. You might see the Revival at some point. But in the end, I want a clean 1, 2, 3. McIntyre with the Claymore. He's capable of beating Roman Reigns. He's a monster. We know how good he is, but he hasn't had the chance to show it. I think tonight at 7 p.m. on the Brainbuster TV Stomping Grounds stream, he gets his chance and he knocks it out of the park.
Alrighty here, and of course Shane McMahon, Elias, and the Revival, they have to play a factor into this match. Queen, Shane McMahon is the main catalyst against Roman Reigns in this story, but is Reigns overlooking McIntyre? What do you think is going to happen here? What is your prediction for this one?
Yeah, I'm picking Drew here. I think he really does need this win. Roman needs to lose on a major pay-per-view. Not that this, is Mania or anything, but it's still a pay-per-view event, and Roman doesn't normally lose here. And I feel like in order for the storyline that they want to continue with Roman Reigns and Shane, he has to lose here. And for Drew's character, which has been kind of wishy-washy, and, someone else's sidekick, he needs that win more than anybody. So I'm going to go with Drew McIntyre here.
Oh, man. And Kevin, is it just a matchup of who hits it first? Is it going to be Reigns hitting the spear or McIntyre with the Claymore kick? Who wins this one?
I got Drew Mac. I got McIntyre winning this one with the Claymore. I think that he has so much more to gain from a win. I think Roman Reigns will be fine with a loss. Like Queen said, he doesn't lose often, and he's not going to lose momentum no matter what. So I think McIntyre stands the most to gain here and the most to lose. So, watch out for that. But I definitely have McIntyre winning here.
And it's going to be a big match. There's a lot of hype going into this one, as well as the whole Brainbuster TV simulation stream, which starts at 7 p.m. Eastern. Kevin, we have some people here watching us here on the kickoff stream. We have some people that might be on the fence about subbing. What you saying? You got to keep the ball rolling here. Sub to our channel, but how would you get them there?
The thing about sitting on a fence, it's uncomfortable. You cannot get into a good position. You really don't want to be sitting there. So my advice is take your ass off the fence and plant it firmly in the Brainbuster TV chat room.
Yeah.
That's all I got. At this point, if you're not subscribed, I don't know what else I could say. I know that there are good people out there who are hearing my words, who are listening to what I have to say, and they're getting involved, and they're getting in the chat, and they're communicating with us, and they're collaborating with us, and they're helping us by being here. So I want to shout out the chat, people who are here, and I want to give a shout out to those who are thinking about coming here. You will not regret it.
And of course, if that doesn't sell you, maybe this will. It is the Raw Women's Championship match. The man, Becky Lynch, takes on the lady, Lacey Evans. Before we talk about predictions for this match, Queen, has Lacey Evans gained enough momentum and really shown enough to be in contention for a Raw Women's Championship match, let alone facing Becky Lynch? Has Lacey shown you enough?
No, she has not. I will say, though, that I have seen some improvements with her over the last few weeks. She has glimmers of moments on the mic that have impressed me more than what she has given me in the past. However, that does not mean that she is taking this title. That does not mean she's beating Becky Lynch. That is what I would like to say about Lacey Evans.
And Kevin, what about Becky since her momentum since WrestleMania going against Lacey Evans? Becky has a lot of it. She's a very popular WWE superstar. Is that fandom going to Becky's head? Has she still got the same outlook going into this match tonight?
Oh, man, you know how I feel about Becky Lynch. For anyone who listens to Wrestling Reverb, you know that she's my girl. and that I will endlessly stand behind her and sing her praises, and I will argue with anybody about her momentum. I think her momentum is as strong as ever. I think there was inevitably going to be a cooling down period after WrestleMania. I think there was for everybody. But I still think she's like the hottest thing going in WWE right now. I think she's the hottest product on the market. And I think that she is still primed to be a champion. Not that Lacey Evans isn't ready. I think Lacey Evans has done really well for herself since coming to the main roster and feuding with Lynch. I'm not sure how much that has to do with Lynch being a good star maker or Lacey Evans just being able to carry herself. But I think that Lynch is still a step above the rest.
And Queen, going into this matchup in particular, who has momentum on their side? Because it's arguable. You could probably debate it.
You probably could. To be honest, you probably could. However, I just don't see the title changing. I think Becky Lynch is your best option right now for the Raw Women's title. But, I wouldn't be surprised if at SummerSlam we see a very interesting feud coming if and when a certain boss lady returns.
Oh, and Kevin, who has more momentum in this one? Has Lacey done enough to gain enough momentum against the momentum streak that the man has had?
I feel for Lacey because I think it would have been impossible to match that momentum streak. I think Lacey's done well for herself, but I don't think she has enough in the tank, momentum-wise, in-ring-wise. I don't think she's going to be able to get it done.
And of course, even the dogs are going crazy for the Brainbuster TV simulation that's going.
The dogs love Becky Lynch, and the dogs love Brainbuster TV.
And of course, final predictions here. Queen, are you going with the man or the lady to take away the Raw Women's Championship on tonight's simulation?
As funny as it is to say, I'm going with the man.
And Kevin, your final prediction here. Is it Becky or Lacey that's going to walk out with the Red Brand's top women's prize?
I am firmly entrenched in the corner of the man. It's not the time for Becky Lynch to drop the belt. I think she's got bigger and better things to work on. I think she's got bigger and better feuds to have. I got Becky Lynch.
And of course, it is a part of the Brainbuster simulation, a Stomping Ground simulation that comes to you in just over 20 minutes until the show starts. Myself, Conrad, and Wilfred will be on the call to call this match along with all the others. And Queen, you've got to, the energy's got to be getting even more and more and keep growing as we head towards the start time. What are you expecting from tonight's whole event?
Man, I cannot wait. Just talking about this with you guys on our hashtag Brainbusted kickoff show. I am having so much fun, and I know that tonight is going to be epic. And you know what's even better, people? If you have Amazon Prime, you could subscribe to us for free. Free, just saying. And you can do that at twitch.tv/BBRTV. And if Josh hosting and guiding this kickoff show, creating the simulation for you, pulling in top tier talent like myself and Kevin, Wilf, and Conrad isn't enough for you to subscribe, honey. DM me. We got to chat about your life.
Yes, and of course, feel free to talk about this show on Twitter, like Queen said, hashtag BrainbusterTV kickoff, and all things Stomping Grounds. But of course, we have to talk about the WWE Championship Steel Cage match. Now, before we talk about this match in particular, Queen, Steel Cage matches, they can be quite brutal. What's some tips you would tell people going into a Steel Cage match?
Get out as soon as you can. Steel cage matches are no joke, honey. That's steel that you're getting thrown into. Does not feel nice. It's not pillows, it's not feathers, it's a fence. It's chain link fence. Yeah. It's gonna suck. Get yourself out of there and you're trapped. And you know what? Getting in a steel cage with someone as mentally unstable as Dolph Ziggler right now, ooh, honey, look out.
Oh yeah, Kevin, for anyone who hasn't watched a steel cage match, please explain the rules of a cage match.
The rules. You throw the rule book out the window when you're inside of a steel cage. The only ways to win are pinfall, submission, or by escaping the cage either over the top or through the front door. Other than that, There are no disqualifications, there are no countouts, and you are allowed to use the steel confinement as a weapon to bruise, batter, and beat your opponent to a bloody mess.
Oh yeah, and Queen inside of a steel cage. Kofi, Dolph, WWE Championship. Kofi has had an incredible hot streak since WrestleMania. Dolph Ziggler is, like you said, quite unstable, and he is crazy. He does claim that it should have been him. Tonight, inside of a steel cage, what would be your best effort here for Kofi or Dolph? Would it be an escape? Would it be getting out of there? Would it be pinning? What would you do?
Man, it's a great question, Josh, and I think it's a difficult one to make and a decision on because, they could get out, but I don't see them going over the top of it. I think someone either is going to get out the door or they're going to have to be pinned or submitted. Kofi did allude, though, that he was going to hit Dolph so hard with the Trouble in Paradise kick that he was going to be knocked out so he could walk right out the front door. And, honey, I would love to see that.
And Kevin, what would you do in this situation if you were Kofi or Dolph? Would you go for the pinfall? Would you try to brutalize your opponent? Or would you escape? Would you try to get out of there?
It's tough because you see all the time people try to escape right off the bat, but does it ever really work? And when you turn your back on your opponent to try to get out, that is the most dangerous thing you could do. You never want to turn your back to an opponent inside the steel cage. So I would have to say you have to take your opponent out first before you attempt to escape or to garner a pinfall or submission. You have to take it to your opponent. It's gonna hurt. You're gonna get thrown off the cage. It's gonna be bad for your back. It's gonna hurt your head. But you have to do some damage before you can even think about winning the match.
Oh yeah, and Queen, who have you got in this one, and how do they win?
Man, great question again, Josh. It's stumping me. This one was my hardest to make a prediction about. Given the fact that the last steel cage match was Shane and The Miz, and Shane escaped by slipping out of his t-shirt over the cage, right, and got out that way, I don't think that's the way it's going to happen. I think Kofi's going to walk out the door, and we haven't seen that in a very long time. And I think that cements for Kofi this awesome story that has been built around him leading to Mania and post-Mania. So I'm liking Kofi retaining here. Even though I love the story with Ziggler, I'd like to see more. I think Kofi is retaining and walking out of the steel cage door.
And Kevin, how does someone win in this match, and who does it? Who have you got for this one?
I've got Kofi winning via the pinfall. I think he's gonna knock Dolph Ziggler on his ass with that Trouble in Paradise after a grueling, hard-fought match. I expect a lot of good things out of this one, but I've got Kofi retaining via the pinfall.
Oh man, we got 2 retains here on the Brainbuster TV kickoff. Again, this starts in just over 15 minutes. The main show, Wilfred Conrad and I will be on the call for every single one of these matches, including this WWE Championship steel cage. But guys, the kickoff's not quite done yet because, of course, we have one more round of questions for these 2 lovely people. Queen, what match is stealing the show here tonight on the Brainbuster TV Stomping Grounds simulation?
So I believe the match that's going to steal the show is going to be the Cruiserweights. I think that's the one that everybody is quietly impressed with when they see pay-per-views that does not get enough credit. And with Nice, Gulak, and Tozawa in there, it's going to be hard to take your eyes off that one.
Oh yeah, and Kevin, what about for you? What's stealing the show?
Look, it's almost a given that on any night, the Cruiserweights could steal the show. For me, though, I'm looking at Bayley and Alexa Bliss. I think this match has a great story behind it, great stakes to it. There's a lot of intrigue. And I think that I picked Bayley. I stand by Bayley, but I think this could be a really good match that can go either way. So I'm looking forward to that one the most.
Okay, and guys, Queen, final sell here to get people to subscribe, to get people over here to watch the main show. What are you saying to them?
Babies, this kickoff show has been hot. I feel that we have given you an awesome lead-in to this simulation at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is just about 15 minutes away. Y'all need to subscribe, twitch.tv/BBRTV. Don't miss this simulation. It is going to be so much fun with the commentary team that Josh has put together with himself, Wilf, and Conrad. It's gonna be a can't miss.
Oh, yeah. And Kevin, final pitch here. Can you top Queen on that pitch?
Look, I am literally standing up right now in my living room, just pacing back and forth, thinking about all the people that haven't subscribed to Brainbuster TV. What are you waiting for? Get on it. Get off the couch, onto your computer. You can actually stay on the couch if you want. Just get to your computer, subscribe Brainbuster TV at BBR TV on Twitch. You're going to catch a great simulation with some great hosts, Josh, Conrad, Wilfred, taking you all the way throughout the action in just under 15 minutes time. So I'm out of words. I am out of words. I am not typically at a loss for words, but I am right now. BBR TV, get with it or get left behind.
Oh, yeah. And Queen, Kevin, you know, if people want to see more of this stuff with the kickoff and then the simulation, please tweet any of us at Twitter. We all talk to each other. We all know what each other's thinking at this point, I think. Queen, if you had to tell someone, if you had to encourage someone to tweet you, to let us know you want more simulation, more stuff on BBR TV, how would you approach that? Would it be a giant yes? Please tweet me for it.
Hell yeah! It's a giant yes to please tweet me for it at the Queen of Any on Twitter. If you want more of this, if you want to hear more kickoff shows, more amazing simulations to come, now in 14 minutes at 7 p.m. Eastern, you need to @ me on Twitter. We'll talk about it. We'll make it happen. You want it, you let me know. And I will talk to the boys, and we'll make it possible just for you.
Oh yeah, and Kevin, people, tweet Kevin. Where can they find you on Twitter? And do you encourage it? Do you want people to let you know that they want more simulations from us?
Oh my God, yes. I get lonely sometimes, people. Tweet me at Kevin C Wrestling. I will. You could tweet me about the show. You could tweet me about your favorite type of food. You could tweet me about literally anything. But please tweet me that you want to see more Brainbuster TV. You want to see more simulations because it is going to be an absolute blast, and you're not going to want to miss it.
Oh, yeah. And again, talk about the kickoff, hashtag Brainbuster TV kickoff. As we wind down, we're just over 10 minutes away until the Brainbuster TV simulation. Stomping Grounds is coming to you in WWE 2K19. I want to thank everybody for joining us here on the kickoff. Please stay in the chat. The stream will stay up. There'll be some fun WWE music playing for you to get hyped. Keep chatting with one another. I want to thank Queen and Kevin for taking the time here tonight to come on the kickoff and run down all the matches. Guys, if we're to do this again, would you be down to come on again and hype up the stream?
Oh, anytime, Joshy. Anytime at all. This has been so much fun. I have had a blast with you two, calling the prediction action on this kickoff show for the simulation. So much dang fun.
Oh, yeah. And Kevin, have you had a good time? Would you come back again?
Oh, please have me on again. Please, I beg you, sir. Have me on again. I will go above and beyond to do whatever is necessary to keep these streams running.
Oh, yeah. And Kevin and Queen will be hanging out in the chat. You can talk to them in the Twitch chat throughout this simulation. Guys, are you going to hang around for the whole show?
Yes.
Yeah, duh.
Cool. Please talk to them on Twitch. They will interact with you guys when we are going through all of these matches. Please feel free to give us your predictions in the chat as well as on Twitter. Use the hashtag BrainbusterTV. Just over 10 minutes until this gets started. Please stay in the chat. Keep talking amongst yourselves. There'll be some cool music playing. And we will see you guys in just 10 minutes time for the Brainbuster TV Stomping Grounds simulation. Thank you, everybody.
have quiet on the set.
Awesome! I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees. I came to say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future. I came to play to get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I came to play. I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees. I came to say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future. I came to play to get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I came to play. Run away if you see me. Don't even say my name. Don't think that you can know me. Don't try and play that game. Every day that I get better, I watch as you get worse. My script is to the letter, and I'll write your final verse. I am here to stay, and I have come to play. I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees. I came to say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future. I came to play. Get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I came to play. I go inside this light. I see new life unfold. Each second I burn brighter. Your fire is going cold. You could try to beg for mercy. Go ahead and try to run. No escaping, no redemption. Understand the end's begun. I am here to stay, and I have come to play. I came to play. There's a price to pay. Time for you to get down on your knees. I came to say goodbye to the good old days. They're never coming back. Watch your future. I came to play. Get my dues paid. I guess you had a dream, but it can't be saved. I came to play. See all these lights, they're glowing. Hear all these people cheer. Feel all the love that's flowing. All just because I'm here. Get up and on your feet. Get your hands up in the air. Watching all I take this man down. Watching all hands in the air. I came to play. There's a price.
Welcome everybody to the Brainbuster TV Stomping Grounds simulation. I am Josh, of course, and I am joined by two incredible people, Conrad, Wilf. It is here. We are going to call all the action. How excited are you, Wilf, to be here for the Stomping Grounds simulation?
I am pitching a hissy fit. I am excited. How about you, buddy?
I am so excited to get this show on the road. Conrad, hey, are you ready to call all the action here tonight?
I am excited, and I hope everybody who's out there listening in Twitch land is following BBRTV to listen to the quintessential stud muffin of Brainbuster Radio. Let's get it on.
Alrighty, what do you say, guys? What do you say we kick off Stomping Grounds right now?
Man, look at that full arena. JoJo looking great. What's up, JoJo? Yowie wowie, brother, yeah!
All right.
Who are we having up next? Who's up first?
Okay, we got
Somebody
the
give
Raw
me the note.
Women's Championship match.
my
Lacey Evans taking on
goodness.
Becky Lynch.
Holy moly, this woman is a 10 out of 10 plus 10. Holy moly. So she's going up for the Raw Women's title tonight. Conrad, what are you thinking? Do you think this is the moment that Becky drops a belt?
Not at all. Becky Lynch is easily one of the hottest competitors right now in WWE, and I think that Lacey Evans is up for a disappointment. I think she does not have enough time under her belt yet on the main roster to be holding a championship, and I think the man's going to prove that.
Well, speaking of the man, here she comes.
Becky Lynch on her way to the ring, and guys, does Becky have a big challenge against Lacey Evans here?
Well, I think Becky might be overlooking Lacey. I think she's kind of looking past her. SummerSlam is the big event coming up next, and she might be overlooking her. She might get upset here. I don't know. What do you think, Conrad?
I think the man is too prepared. She worked way too hard to become the Raw Women's Champion. At one point, Becky 2 belts. I don't think Lacey stands a chance in this one. I'm calling her the underdog in this. If she wins, I will consider it an upset.
Oh man, it's going to be a big fight here to kick off Stomping Grounds Raw Women's Championship on the line. Of course, Lacey Evans, the lady, taking on Becky Lynch, the man. And we take you down to JoJo for the ringside.
Oh, one of the prettiest belts in the company. Look at that. I love that belt.
Introducing the challenger from Paris.
They are both looking focused.
Lacey Evans.
Lacey Evans, I would call her the underdog of this match. She's not the favorite going into tonight's matchup.
The champion.
I think she's definitely played her own mind games, though. I think she's really got Becky into a good situation, and if any moment Becky drops a belt, this could be the night.
And it is a big fight here to kick off Stomping Grounds. A perfect way to start off the Brainbuster TV Stomping Grounds stimulation. If you want to talk about this match on Twitter, please use the hashtag BrainbusterTV. Please talk amongst yourselves in the Twitch chat and give all the predictions for this big Raw Women's Championship match. Let's get started. Lacey versus Becky.
All right, the bell has rung. Here we go. And Lacey, very quickly, looking for a big standing stalling suplex that delivers. And Conrad, she's off to a quick start.
This has shocked me. I thought the man would be more focused and try to take over in the beginning of... There we go. That's what I was expecting. Great DDT.
DDT.
Wilf, I have a question for you, though, regarding this match. Do you think that Becky could be worried about her relationship with Seth? I know we talked about competition.
Well, Lacey has nothing to worry about in that department. She hasn't let that get in the way, and that's a good point. Maybe Becky has let that got in the way of her title defense. Lacey whips her into the corner, blocked, an Irish leg down, takedown. Becky going for the single crab and looking to get this taken care of quickly, but Lacey counters and kicks her out of the way.
And Lacey Evans has taken the advantage here. She's got to stay on Becky. We know how crafty Becky is.
And these ladies are throwing bombs. Now into the ropes. Lacey, Becky, misses the heel kick, and Lacey pounces.
Look at the power.
Power slam into the corner. British Bulldog. Lacey in full command. Look at her working the limbs and looking to make the champ submit. Becky's in a bad way so far, Conrad. I don't know if she's really prepared for this. She's main eventing shows. She's main eventing WrestleMania, but She's having her most difficult challenge right now. Huge heel kick to get back into it, though.
To be honest, Wolf, opening the card is also a big spot on a show, though. I hope people don't see that as a downgrade. You have to kick off the show and make this arena get alive.
Becky going for a surfboard. No, she's just stomps her knees into the canvas and goes for a count. And just a 1 count.
Referee's got to move a little bit faster than that.
Big drop kick into the back, right in the spine. Lacey with the woo chop. Misses the forearm. Becky with the right kick to the gut. And another huge heel kick. And a quick roll-up. Lacey going for the count.
Oh.
Only able to get 1, but look at how close that was. Oh, Lacey is dominating this early encounter and misses the heel kick. She's going to the well way too often with that heel kick. Lacey, elbow, and now slams the canvas. 1, 2.
Oh, what a kick out.
The WWE Universe on their feet. 1, 2. Thought they had a new champion. Lacey with the huge right fist. I don't know. That might have been an illegal right fist, Conrad.
I am shocked. Okay, whoa.
So
what
close.
a kick out. That was the woman's right. She has to avoid that again to not lose that championship. You're not going to keep kicking out of those.
Fatal blow there by Lacey Evans. Now she's going after Becky's limbs, trying to enable her to tweet. Holy cow.
Oh, Becky,
Now
with
Becky's
the counter.
Arm drag. Lacey looks a little dizzy. Huge double axe handle to the top of the head on Lacey.
We're
Becky
looking for the Beck
now.
Exploder.
Oh, Beck-sploder.
Uh-oh.
And you see the wisdom and the experience by Becky.
Disarm her, disarm her.
Disarm her out of nowhere.
There's nowhere for her to go.
Lacey is about 30 feet away from the...
taps.
That's it. Oh, Becky Lynch has retained. And the audience has some interesting reactions. As you can see, Becky still the champ, still the man, as we got a quick replay. And Becky kissing her belt.
Becky Lynch retaining here tonight. The Raw Women's Champion walks out with the Red Brand's top women's prize. Good match from those ladies there.
Holy cow, I'm looking at the hashtag BrainBustaTV. And guys, we are trending in Australia. So thanks to all the Australian visitors and viewers on Twitch. This is outstanding. What a way to kick off the show, Conrad.
I love it. Absolutely great prediction. I believe the Queen of NE and Kevin were talking about this earlier. This makes sense, but our next matchup here, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn taking on Big E and Xavier Woods of the New Day.
Big fight here as we kind of implications for what can go on later tonight with the WWE Championship, but a big tag match here.
It is so nice to see Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn back on friendly talking terms and really just running run shot on the entire roster right now. Just running wild. And this is an extraordinary scene. The fans are on their feet. Becky, the crowd is hot after a Becky victory. And here come the Canadian duo, the best friends of the best friends. KO is focused. Look at that.
Zayn is a walking gif anytime he does an entrance.
KO is angry. Look at him.
They don't have the momentum going into this match. They've taken some losses going in against here the New Day and Big E and
Well, that
Xavier
doesn't matter.
Woods.
That doesn't matter. It matters right now. Who's going to get the 3 count on this night? Anybody can win. Anybody can win on any given night. And KO knows this, and he's going to make it count.
That is true. That is true.
Josh, to counter your point, though, I will say that the New Day has not done well outside of 6-man tags with Kofi Kingston, though. Xavier Woods has taken some losses to Dolph Ziggler, who is challenging for the WWE Championship later. So Xavier's record isn't the greatest, and Big E was out with injury right before this.
Oh, yeah, that's true. This is the first pay-per-view match that Big E's had since his injury.
Oh, throw me a box of Bootios, Big E. Throw me the bootios.
Those too much sugar for me. Too much sugar. KO still has a sour taste of pancakes in his mouth, and he's going to take it out on Big E tonight.
And now they don't have Kofi here. Kofi getting ready for his steel cage match later tonight. So you got to think. There's no numbers here. There's no numbers that play into factor. It's just Big E, just Xavier. Not something the New Day's used of. Does that play a factor here tonight, Wilf?
Yeah, you got to wonder. I mean, how much, as we see Big E swimming and swaying through the ocean of the universe, you got to wonder, how important, how critical is Kofi to this team? The champion. Is he carrying the New Day, or is the New Day carrying Kofi, you have to ask?
Oh, I can't let you start that dissension, Will. The New Day is a cohesive unit. We have not seen any shreds of disappointment, hurt feelings. These guys are brothers, and they have been staying together throughout this. I think they've done a great job of protecting each other and having each other's backs when the numbers were not in their favor. And sometimes the bad guys even deserved it.
Well, not everything is rosy behind the surface. And we see Big E getting quickly. And look at Sammy with the agility.
Zayn.
Amazing agility. Huge kick to the gut is blocked. Big E, he's going to go for something here. I think he's going to swing. No, Boston Crab sinking
Not
it in
wasting
deep.
any time.
Sammy utilizes the thin calves of Big E and takes him down. Sammy's fighting out of this quickly. Now whips him into the corner, and this is the last place you want to be. Big DDT.
Big E tried to get out of that corner.
And of
He's
course, if you
stuck
want to talk
out.
about this match on Twitter or on Twitch, use the hashtag BrainbusterTV.
Big E trying to fight his way out. He does the best thing he can, and he gets his opponent out into the corner of the good side. KO trying to get in there. Let's make sure Sammy doesn't take advantage of this.
Oh.
Referee's got a lot on his plate tonight.
Folks, if this is your first time watching a tag team match, the key to a tag team match is cutting the ring in half and bringing your opponent over to your side and keeping him there. And it looks like they are trying to isolate Big E due to his injury early on.
Yeah, absolutely dominating. But Big E with a little fight back here, and it's not really going that well for him as KO comes in, and that's a lot. And now he's rushing in, and a huge left boot to the forehead as he tries to squander away Kevin Owens in command. Now, Big E trying to take control. He's definitely hurting after a very early onslaught, and KO regains control with a huge shoulder tackle running over him.
And again, a tag team match, like Conrad said, cut the ring in half, stop Big E from getting to Woods. That would be the main thing that Big E wanted to do at this point.
Well, here's KO taking a little time to appreciate his good work, letting the crowd know about it. And now he's hearing the crowd's response. I don't think that's very wise. But he's still in command.
Kevin
He's attacking.
Owens looks like he's channeling that injury. You know he is biting at the bit to become the number 1 contender for that WWE
Quick, and it's just a
championship.
just a 2 count.
They are Big E starting to show some fire, maybe. Cut off quick.
Big E is helpless here. He is absolutely helpless. And Sammy is. They're having their way.
He may have came back too early from that injury. Maybe he wasn't fully healed.
Huge right forearm into the corner.
And
Right kick to the
again,
kidney.
cutting the
Big
ring
elbow.
in half.
Elbow to the kidney. That is painful. Now with a huge
Blue Thunderbomb.
Blue Thunder Bomb. This one might be done before Xavier even gets any action. This is it, guys. I think this might be over quick. Nope. Big E kicks his way out. Huge lariat. Sammy goes down. He really needs to drag him. Look at him getting in the right corner. And here comes Xavier Woods. Finally.
And Xavier bringing him up, looking to put him down.
That's their YouTube.
I got a question for you both. What's up with Xavier's boots? Is that like shades of the Iron Sheik? What's the deal with those things, with the points?
He's a quirky dude, I'll tell you that.
Oh, we got a submission here.
He's got his
camel
arm.
clutch. Speaking of the Sheik.
wrenched back.
No.
Kofi, fresh enough to get out of that. Drags Sammy up. And now Sammy again counters out.
Oh, the Coochie clutch.
And now the Coochie clutch. He's locked it in. And Xavier can't really reach the rope from this position. He's in a tough way. KO.
Oh, man, that is
blocking the ref.
Oh, my God, it's over.
Did he tap?
He tapped, I
out.
think.
Xavier Woods taps out as Big E throws a fit right in front of us. KO congratulating Sammy and how well-oiled is this tag team?
Oh, man.
Holy
in the chat,
moly.
Give us your thoughts on that one. Kevin and Sammy won that pretty easily there, guys. Is that a prelude to Kofi Kingston's title reign?
Oh, dear. I hope not. Kofi's going to have to figure out how to regroup with his New Day members so that he is not underestimating Dolph Ziggler. And next up, folks, we have Drew McIntyre with his posse of Elias and Shane McMahon in his corner versus the big dog, Roman Reigns.
This one has got a lot of stuff going on here. You've got to think, Wilf, Shane and Elias play a factor into this one.
You know, I thought this was a one-on-one match, but I doubt that's going to actually happen with all the distractions, confusion outside the ring. Roman Reigns is in a bad way tonight. I don't know if he can do it.
It is a big fight here, a WrestleMania rematch. Is it going to go the same way here, guys? Drew needs this win, but of course, this time he has friends.
I feel like this match is very, very underestimated. WrestleMania did not have the time in the ring, but the chemistry between these two have been off the chain going back to the Shield days and when Drew, Dolph, and Braun Strowman were a team facing them in 6-man tags. There is something special about this, but with the numbers in Drew's favor, it is not looking good for Roman Reigns tonight.
Elias looks like he's playing a different tune tonight. He looks focused, and he knows where his allegiance lies tonight, backing up Drew McIntyre. Shane O'Mac in the beautiful blazer button-up tee today. Very, very curious look. He's got, and now Drew, of course, looking like $1 million.
Nice custom J's, Shane. Nice custom J's.
I really question if Roman Reigns can get through this onslaught of enemies.
I went to talk to backstage to Drew McIntyre early, and he yelled at me like that, so didn't get any information.
There is something about Drew McIntyre that nobody can replicate. But can he do it on the big stage, one-on-one, without any help? Look at the crowd come to their feet for the Roman Empire. Roman Reigns looking around. He sees that he has got his odds stacked against him, and he's going to have to come out with full guns blazing. But he's got the crowd behind him. How can that factor into the fight, Conrad?
He's going to need as much momentum, and if Roman Reigns, if his adrenaline is running on the people, he has to take advantage of that. He may need a kick out from a Claymore kick. He may need a kick out from a Future Shock DDT, and these people will be able to propel him through that.
You know, a lot of times in sports you hear about the 12th man or the 6th man, the audience playing a factor, and I think the universe is fully behind Roman Reigns tonight.
Universe or not, the numbers here tonight do not align with one Roman Reigns. Drew McIntyre has Shane McMahon analyzed in his corner, and Roman does not have anyone in his corner, it seems.
Well, his usual friend Seth Rollins is going to be getting ready for his Universal title match. Roman looks like he's going to have to go this one alone. Without the only people in his corner are the people that support Roman Reigns.
I'll tell you, if I put anybody up against these three guys around him, I would put Roman Reigns in that spot. WrestleMania main eventer, Universal Champion. He's done it all in WWE, and he's going to run through these three guys tonight.
And this match, you can talk about it on Twitch or Twitter using the hashtag BrainbusterTV. Roman versus Drew. Big fight feel. Here we go.
And Drew immediately just grips his ears and throws him about 7 feet in the ring. Roman counters out of it. Big stomp right to the face. The beautiful face of Drew is getting stomped on and beat up here at Stomping Grounds.
Now, guys, you got to think, is this going to be the spear versus the claymore? Is it going to be a race to who can hit it first?
Drew fighting back, Irish whip into the corner. Drops down low, big right elbow into Roman's face, and Shane is loving it.
Josh, to answer your question, I think it's going to take multiple moves from both men for someone to win this matchup.
Huge jumping right lariat. Now a right kick to the back that's not even affected him.
Oh, no.
And here's where it gets
numbers play
dirty.
Fact.
Huge clothesline over the top has taken Roman out to enemy territory.
Countouts and disqualifications do apply in this matchup.
Slams Roman's face upon the apron. Huge right chop kick. And Roman fights back. Nope. And back into the ring. Drew throws Roman. This is almost like a lumberjack match.
2 submission victories. So, little interesting
Elias
tidbit.
loving it.
Slowing things down.
Yeah, he's really working on that bicep area. A pull or a tear there, and he's basically rendered armless.
Now, Drew McIntyre is not here to entertain the people. He is here to brutalize, and he is here to win.
They don't get paid by the hour, folks. They are trying to end this as soon as they can.
He utilizes the weak arm to power out of the maneuver. And now he's going after Drew's left hand. Drew quickly. I think that was a rake in the eyes. I think that was illegal. I don't know if the ref.
Come on, ref, get in there.
Cover. No,
not even a 1 count there. You're going to have to do a lot more than that to take down Roman Reigns. Huge right boot
now
to
we
the
know
face.
Roman has a lot of experience in big fight situations. Can you say the same about Drew?
Gets out of the ring, Roman taunts, and Drew launches him into the stratosphere. Drew, very wise, very smart. Now he's got him in a deadlift. Power bomb, sit out power bomb. For most guys, I think, Conrad, for most guys, that would have been it right there. But Roman is not most guys. Huge right shot. Big Russian, European uppercut. Now Roman's got Drew in the corner, and now Roman going with a tilt-a-whirl DDT from the middle rope. Roman Lucha Reigns at it.
Was that the Superman punch?
Lucha Reigns at
One.
He got all of it.
Superman
No, I don't
punch?
think he got all of it.
One.
He got all of it.
The Superman?
No. Well, this match has not been on for long, but they are really throwing everything early and fast. And a spear!
It's over. It's done. This is it.
That's it. Ring the bell.
Oh.
Just like I told you guys, it's going to take multiple finishers.
How did he do that?
This match could have some number 1 contenders implications here, too.
I mean, we've seen a raked eyes. I think that was a headbutt. And Roman is just pissed. He is angry at this point. Huge!
Bam!
He's done. I don't think he's conscious, but Roman wasting time here.
Roman
with
can't be doing that right now.
Nope. Drew is seeing stars. And I think Roman has malfunctioned here. Roman is just soaking in.
I think he's waiting so he doesn't get put into a mistake. And Drew with a knee. He suckered him in.
Wait too long. Drew with a lariat over the top rope. And here's Elias just casually strolling.
Like
now Roman back up
DQs
quickly.
and countouts are in effect in this match. Oh.
I think Shane, if you see Shane.
No.
Pile driver!
Pile driver! And Drew has erupted here.
The fans are going crazy.
But that's a Samoan head, y'all. And that ain't going to hurt Roman Reigns.
Superman punch. Oh, my God.
Quick! Wrapped his leg up, and that's got to be it. And it is! I think the pile gave him the little shot of energy that he needed, and he shot up, Superman punched Drew to the floor, and got a quick 3. Shane and Elias outside debating what just happened.
Damn. Roman Reigns with the win. Superman punch. Drew McIntyre is knocked out. I don't think Shane and Elias were expecting that one.
I think that he caught Drew off guard with that Superman punch, and there was nothing anyone could do.
We're sitting here ringside, and we are seeing the cage be erected. This one's going to get dirty. This one's going to get nasty. 2 guys who are hell-bent on success, and it's going to get really nasty here. Steel cage. I don't know. I don't know if these 2 guys can make it.
Dolph Ziggler has been
have never-
claiming it should have been him. Can it be him here tonight?
If you have never seen these 2 go at it, you are in for a treat. They have had epic United States title matches, epic Intercontinental title matches, and I think with this steel cage involved, this is going to keep everyone out, and we are going to see another great match. Here comes Dolph Ziggler.
And he looks very focused, very casual, very confident. I think he knows he's about to be in a war, and he is ready for it.
Dolph Ziggler is a little unstable. Conrad, would you say that he's gone a little crazy, a little objective heavy here? All he wants is the WWE Championship.
Dolph is a lunatic at this point, we'll say. I think he is too obsessed with defeating someone who was in a similar position as him, and now he can't handle it. He can't take it.
Hey, I'll tell you about a cage match, just like Kevin and Queen on the kickoff. Explain to you how you win a cage match. And guys, all you got to do is get out of the ring, get a pinfall or submission. It's that quick. It's that quick.
And
This
Kofi
is
Kingston, what would you be looking to do here, Wilf? Would you be looking to escape? Would you be looking to get the pinfall? What would you be doing if you're Kofi Kingston?
Well, I'll tell you, with nobody in the corner of Kofi tonight, they are backstage. They are aching after a loss earlier. Kofi's out on an island, and this is the prime opportunity to open that door and get out as soon as you can. Because all you got to do is get out of that cage by any means necessary, and you are the new WWE champion.
I think Kofi Kingston's been doing an excellent job as far as knowing when to be serious and when to play the games. He knows when to throw the pancakes into the crowd, the bootios, whatever he needs to, but he also knows when the time for that needs to stop, and it's serious time. And Kofi knows that this match with Dolph Ziggler is serious.
And I'll tell you, this is one of the most historic titles in the company. It is glittering, and 2 guys with everything to prove going for the belt tonight. As we get the ring introductions, we'll take it away here and let JoJo handle this. This is a big fight feel, I'd say.
Oh yeah, big, huge main event style as JoJo introduces Kofi.
Look at the serious look on Kofi Kingston's face. He looks prepared for this title match, and he looks like he is ready for revenge for those attacks that Dolph Ziggler has done to him and Xavier Woods.
Oh yeah.
These guys have had pretty similar paths to the top, but Kofi is the king of the mountain, and Dolph has not been at the top for a while. A lot to prove tonight.
Kofi has been on quite the hot streak. Can it continue here tonight? It's Kofi versus Dolph. Use the hashtag BrainbusterTV. Give us your thoughts on who's going to win this match in the chat, on Twitter, wherever you are. WWE Championship as the cage is being lowered.
Oh, there is nothing like this feeling. Seeing the cage come down, trap the competitors in. There's nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Kofi quickly... DDT. Dolph Irish whip into the corner. hops over, skips under, and a huge pinpoint accuracy dropkick, and now a left kick into the chest of Kofi. Dolph getting off to a quick start, but Kofi counters it, blocks it, knee into the gut, and he might have a broken rib right there. Kofi is going to get this done quickly, get back to the pancakes. No, Dolph.
And that's what I was saying. Kofi's just trying to escape. He knows being locked in there with Dolph Ziggler in this state of mind is not smart. Get out of there as soon as you can.
European uppercut, followed up by a huge chop, and now snap suplex, stalling knee cleared out. Dolph with a huge right clothesline. Oh,
is this Dolph Ziggler's night? Can he finally get back on top of the mountain? It seems like a long time since Dolph's been the forefront of WWE. Conrad, is this Dolph's time? Big elbow.
I don't think it is Dolph's time. I think he's been too focused on his comedy career. He doesn't know what he wants to do. 1 minute Dolph Ziggler's the Intercontinental Champ. Then he's losing the title. Then he's in a big match. Then he wins. He's been too hot and cold for me over the last few months.
Oh, man. Oh. Kofi's got to show a vicious side. He's got to.
Normally here, you can slide out of the ring and regather yourself. And here, Kofi... he's thinking about going out, and he elbow drops him to the back.
That was ugly.
Back body suplex, and Kofi starting to take command with just a right kick to the gut, just stomping it in. Pump handle. Oh, and he just slams him straight into the knee. Dolph is in a bad way. Big right forearm by Kofi. Dolph blocks it. And then it's countered by Kofi with a somersault kick to the face. And here's a pinfall count. I think that was only a 1. Big left kick into the spine of Dolph Ziggler. Kofi sizing him up.
Whoa.
He kind of misses. Dolph
did not get all of it. Big neck
get advantage. Neck breaker by Kofi.
Kofi's looking to get out of here.
The climb is real.
Oh, no. Oh.
Again, Kofi has his opportunity, but stamps the exclamation point on it with an elbow drop.
Kofi's going to get out of here, guys.
Kofi checking his balance.
He could be going up top to dive off again.
Dolph again stopping him. Oh, my God.
Oh, and
no. Electric
Dolph
chair.
Up.
Oh.
Big electric chair back body drop. And that's the danger of going for an early escape, is you're going to have a long way to fall. And that is the famouser Dolph, new champion. He's racing up to the top, finding his footing.
Guys. Kofi's stirring, but I think Dolph's going to get out of here. Dolph.
Now he's close.
This is it. Kofi needs to do it. Kofi grabbed.
Oh, Kofi barely saving his championship.
This is just a race at this point.
He's got him by the toenail, I think. Dolph is on the top. If he just hits a gentle breeze, he'll be the champion. But Kofi
he's bringing him back in,
dragging him back in.
Dangerous.
They're about feet in the air.
Oh my!
These are the things you learn in your final days of wrestling school. How to have that pinky strength to bring someone in. Is Kofi now looking to climb?
You know, Kofi's taken a lot of leg damage early in the match, but here he is getting to the very top. Dolph is confused. Can he get up there in time? He's trying to reevaluate.
Dolph hurt too much. Oh
my God! Dangerous spots here.
And scraped him back. And now Kofi sliding. Like I said, a gentle breeze could determine the winner here, but no, Dolph has a good grip, attacking that right leg violently.
Oh,
they're both in a bad way.
Oh, Kofi blocks it.
Right fist to the gut. Dolph.
This is Kofi's opportunity.
Kofi has really been through a lot here.
I feel like they're both hurt in the leg area right now to climb.
I think about 60% of this match has been above the top rope tonight. Kofi whips his way to the top. Dolph continues to stop him, but this can't go on for too much longer, guys. These guys are putting absolutely everything. Dolph's balance here on the top rope. Oh, and see, Kofi catches that with
Oh!
Dolph is down. He landed
Dolph
on
is-
the back of his head.
and look at Dolph back up.
Dolph again. Dolph again.
The guys are just giving it their everything. You see what it
Kofi
what it
again. He's down again.
He has to climb out. Kofi is damaged, though.
Dolph scraping his body up. This is what it means to be the WWE World Champion. Kofi's on the outside.
Dolph's got to scramble.
And Dolph is listless. Kofi is down, and Kofi has retained the WWE World title by doing it the hardest way possible, escaping over the top of the cage. And here he is, exhausted and victorious.
Kofi Kingston defying all the naysayers, saying that he is a B-plus talent, a mid-card player. Kofi Kingston is the real deal, folks. As Dolph lays in the corner with disappointment.
Kofi didn't win that match. Dolph lost. SmackDown Tag Team Championship match coming up next. The Planet's Tag Team Champions taking on Heavy Machinery.
You know what? I think that Heavy Machinery might be in a heavy way after tonight. I don't think they're ready. I don't think they're ready for this type of match.
You got to think it's the inexperience that you're alluding to there, Wilf, that may come into play for Heavy Machinery. But Daniel Bryan and Rowan don't have a lot of history as a team.
Yeah, but look at, Otis and Tucker, these two guys are lots of fun in the ring. They make you laugh, but can they do it with a bright light shining? Who better to have in your corner than Daniel Bryan and Rowan?
And Josh, to counter your point, I think that Daniel Bryan and Rowan are two tag team specialists.
That's true.
Daniel Bryan, former tag champion with Kane, and Rowan, former tag champion with Luke Harper.
Oh, look at Otis. He is feeling it tonight. Oh.
Heavy Machinery looks ready. Big Tucky. I saw these guys out in front of the arena earlier today grilling with some guy named JPQ who had a George Foreman grill in his car as they were yelling about steaks and weights.
Baby.
Baby. Well, they've got a lot of energy and adrenaline and a lot of focus tonight. But there's
Energy
just
and
something.
adrenaline does not get you tag team championships. Let's make that perfectly clear. Rowan and Daniel Bryan, the current SmackDown Tag Team Champions, no matter what, Heavy Machinery are going to have a very difficult time with the Planet's Tag Team Champions.
These two look focused. I believe that they feel there is no competition for them to challenge for these SmackDown tag team titles. I think there's several teams in the back that can give them a run, but they have confidence right now. And look at that look on Bryan's face as he leads Rowan into the ring.
That's not somebody I want to look at across the ring right now.
Oh no. They almost seem like they're not worried about this challenge. They don't look like they're worried, at least.
Talk about a banana peel match, guys. This could be the change, the direction for SmackDown Tag Team Division right here. Everything could get flipped on its head with a quick 1, 2, 3. As we get the title introductions here. Guys, I don't know. Is this a tornado tag? I don't know. Has anybody read the rule book? I'm not sure what kind of match this is.
Standard tag team match, DQs and submission, countouts. My apologies. All in factor here. Of course, the champions, the challengers, cannot gain the championships on a DQ or a disqualification. So they have to beat the champions in this match.
For Heavy Machinery, I think the key is going to be to end this match as quickly as possible. No games, no gimmicks. They need to go in and get the win. Do not go all the way the distance with someone like Daniel Bryan.
Guys, on the Twitter sphere, #BrainBustaTV, the crowd, the fans are going crazy after that Roman Reigns victory. Thanks for tuning in here on twitch.tv/BBRTV, and we really hope you're enjoying our sim of Stomping Grounds.
Yeah, Stomping
Are we
Grounds
going to see
live
another
here.
clean break here, Josh?
Oh man.
Well, you know, Brian can step away. He's got his tag team partner right there. And
Look
a
at that
huge
dragon screw.
And now he just
Oh.
rips his left leg from one hemisphere to another there.
You gotta think, Daniel Bryan is one
Collar and elbow
of the
tie up.
best wrestlers in the world. You gotta think that you cannot try to out wrestle Daniel Bryan.
Big right fist here.
Oh,
And just a body slam straight into the canvas. And I think we're going to get some OTIS. Here we go. Taking the smaller Daniel Bryan. But look how Daniel Bryan, so quick, whips his arm around. And now flipped over like it was a stack of pancakes. Just slomping him over.
And
Drops
Big
him.
Otis has a collegiate wrestling background, if you guys do not know. All of these men have some interesting backgrounds, with Eric Rowan having a high IQ, Tucker, an underrated wrestler, and Daniel Bryan, a former Ring
And
of
we're going
Honor
to the
champion.
outside here.
Oh,
we
no.
are on the outside.
Count out supply.
Yeah, but those barricades are not made of cotton. These are steel barricades, and somebody's going to get hurt.
Oh,
Dragon
another
leg,
good Dragon screw. Jeez.
dragon screw leg whip onto the outside. These canvases outside are light. You can feel that concrete right through. Daniel Bryan stomping his right elbow into the kneecap. Otis fights back. These guys need to get back into the ring, or else heavy
Does anybody
machinery.
know what is the count at?
They need to get back in
I
quick,
believe it's
or
a
else this
6.
is an easy title defense. And Otis sees
Back in the
that,
ring.
gets Daniel Bryan, but Daniel Bryan, a kip up, goes for the big right elbow.
That was the
This
Ring
is-
of Honor experience I was talking about right there.
Oh. What
Here
is
we go.
this?
Now we are cutting off the corner. Double team maneuver here.
Oh.
Oh boy, he is body slamming his
Oh.
opponent onto
Tag team
Daniel
wrestling
Bryan.
at its finest. Oh,
And
but
here's
Rowan in.
Rowan. And see, that's the mark of a very smart, successful tag team champion duo. Rowan coming to his teammates' rescue immediately. Now he's got him into an arm lock. Daniel Bryan will not have any of that. Getting into it. A Hurricane Rana takes Tucker over. And now gets some fresh legs. And the ominous Rowan has entered the fray.
Eric Rowan, if you have never shaken that man's hands, I can personally tell you that those fingertips feel like a claw. And you do not want this man grabbing your face or really shaking your hand, to be honest.
Big splash into the corner by Tucker. And I think he needs some, we're going to get some fresh blood into it. Here we go. Look at these two behemoths going at it. Irish whip over the top rope goes Rowan. Now he's going to whip him back in hard onto the canvas as he flexes for the crowd.
I like it. I like it.
Into the corner
Again.
as Heavy Machinery taking control of the match here with another
Can he
double
get
team
the big
maneuver.
man up? Oh,
Josh, do you feel like anybody has had more of the advantage in this match?
I honestly feel like Heavy Machinery are out tag team wrestling the Planet's tag team champions, which I'm surprised about.
I'm going to agree with you. I feel like Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan have not made enough consistent tags. Like, it's too late now, Rowan. Rowan's going to have to get back on the offensive end before he can get a tag in here.
Big whip over as Rowan regains the control, grabbing him up, and a huge counter flips him over, and here's a claw by Tucker into the right shoulder. Now that is pinching some nerves there, taking over. Tucker whipping Rowan up.
Oh,
now
reversal.
Rowan counters into the corner. Another counter by Tucker,
We're
and a
going
huge
back
elbow
and
by
forth.
Rowan. These guys trying to dismantle
Oh, man,
each other.
oh,
Here's
man.
Tucker. And he utilizes the ring post to his advantage. That is a very, very experienced maneuver as he slams Rowan into the canvas. And Tucker is utilizing that turnbuckle, that corner, to his advantage. And these guys are not looking like the Ricky tag team at all. And a huge springboard elbow swirly slam.
Cover, this is it.
I think it's going to take more. It's going to take more than that, guys. Rowan is a big beast, and here he is with a huge. Look at those arms.
Now,
huge right
into
the gut.
Is not really often for Heavy Machinery. They are outsized by Rowan. They are the smaller tag team when it comes to Rowan.
Rowan unable to keep his opponent in the corner, and now we got some funky monkey business.
This could be it. This is it.
The compactor.
Oh. And the
referee,
cover.
get there. Daniel Bryan, he's full of energy.
Oh, referee.
And the ref, that's one.
There is no official right now.
Referee is down. He's coming back to his senses. Daniel Bryan rushing out for a chair, and then the ref is back, so he has to throw it to the side. Here's a tag. Daniel Bryan, 100% energy right here, guys. Here we go. As Rowan riles up the crowd. Bryan going after that arm. And where is the rest of Heavy Machinery? He is out cold on the outside.
This goes to show the training that Daniel Bryan got years ago with William Regal and Shawn Michaels being put to use right here. Daniel Bryan still, in my opinion, one of the best wrestlers in the world today. Oh my goodness.
Now he's on the ropes here. And he's just driving all 300, 400 pounds of his knee.
Uncharacteristic of Heavy Machinery, of Otis there.
And Tucker's in a bad way on the outside. He needs to get back to his teammate's corner. Now he's going to drag him into the rope. He is wounded, tired, and then he just launches him across the mat as he dusts clear. And now a big elbow drop with a vortex momentum. And Daniel Bryan somehow fights out of it and gets right back into the action, and a slap in the face is countered. Otis Irish whip into the corner. And look at how much tag team action we're seeing out of these two. The chemistry is off the charts.
Guys.
Oh, that's 5,000 pounds right there. Jeez.
This could be it if Rowan's
slow.
Oh, Bryan kicked out.
Rowan was slow trying to break that up, but luckily the absolute goat
Big kick.
right back. And here comes the drop kicks.
Bryan
Shades
is going up.
Shibata with a big drop kick in the corner. Now he's whipped him down, and the crowd erupting in chants behind these, I guess they're yes chants. He's bringing it back, and here it goes to the face.
I think he's I thought he was
seeing
down
stars.
And
And Rowan with the cheeky left fist to the back of the head. They're talking about how they're going to finish off guys, and I think they're taking a little too much time.
Oh dear.
Oh my. Mocking
Bryan.
the universe here. Oh,
What a
big
knee.
knee.
That's it.
Shades of Kenta.
Otis
That's
is gonna
it.
get in
1,
here.
2,
Oh,
eat.
Otis.
And Otis just enough, and Daniel Bryan's angry. Hurricane Rana. Otis goes flying. Daniel Bryan mocking the universe. And this is just about it here, guys.
Oh, what is this?
Oh my god, no.
What do you call this, Wolf?
You call this breaking of a limb. That's what you call that, a doctor visit.
Damn.
Tucker somehow still has enough
Big
here.
suplex here.
Standing suplex back into the ring.
Beautiful.
That's not going to be good on Daniel Bryan's neck at all. Here's
Tucker's
a quick
got no one to run to.
Rowan not getting in there in time, and Daniel Bryan's having to exert more and more energy to get out of these pinfalls.
I am surprised because Heavy Machinery have hung in there with Daniel Bryan and Rowan here tonight.
I'm here by Tucker.
This cakewalk was not as easy as they expected. It looks like they've turned on the serious meter way
Rowan
up.
back in. Oh man,
Pump
big
handle
pump
slam?
handle.
Angel is
No.
count.
The
Somehow
power.
it's countered. Another Irish whip into the corner face first. He's turning Rowan around, and Tucker's got
Oh.
something in a big splash. Now he's running springboard
Oh,
elbow
my
drop
God.
rope in the center of the ring.
Nice unorthodox offense from Tucker here.
Camel clutch is in play, but I'll tell you what, he's got his back to Daniel Bryan. You got to be careful here as Rowan tries to crawl his way, get momentum, and that's what he does. He gets out of the maneuver by any means necessary.
Oh man, here
Big
we go. Fall away slam.
Slam, shades of Razor Ramon there. Rowan now into his corner. He's aching, holding his ribs.
He's looking at what can be done. I don't think they realize how much fight Heavy Machinery had in them. Oh, out to the
And-
outside. Bryan comes in.
Why is he going outside? He needs to get back into his corner.
Oh, Bryan
Daniel
looks right.
Bryan misses.
And to be honest, guys,
Oh.
you got to think Heavy Machinery sat on the sidelines for a decent part of the year, and I think they've been chomping at the bit to get an opportunity like this.
Look at him drag Bryan into the corner. Goes
One.
3 count. And this is a new champion. No, 2.87? I don't know. I thought that
What is
was a
that
3.
thing?
Ooh, big fist.
Oh,
German's
big German suplex.
Driving the organic champion into the canvas.
Otis is fired up. A little bit to the outside.
But look at Daniel Bryan. Wise rolls out, gets out, runs back in, causing the swirl and distraction.
Oh, and a big drop kick.
Diving drop kicks into the corner.
God.
Otis cannot see straight. Here we go. This might be it, guys.
Kicks.
Look at the crowd getting into it. Shades of the old Daniel Bryan here as the crowd gets into it.
Big kick.
Yeah.
I think Otis is knocked out.
Ominous look on his face. That's it, guys. 1. Tucker's dead on the sidelines here, and
It's
that's
over.
the big.
Tucker, I think Heavy Machinery gave it all that they could. The energy was used up. Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan played to their strengths in this match. Whether you didn't like the tactics at times with ref bumps and knocking people out who were the illegal man, they still did what they had to do to retain their SmackDown Live Tag Team Championships.
Great
Well,
tag team
well,
match.
Daniel Bryan is counting the pins. Tucker is counting the lights. He's out.
The championships retained here tonight.
Josh, what are the people on social media saying right now?
They are surprised at Heavy Machinery's fight as we move into the United States Championship match. Ricochet has a big task on his hands, looking to gain the US Championship from Samoa Joe. David versus Goliath here, guys.
Well, this David is a world-renowned superstar. He has fought all over the world. He has won everything there is everywhere else, and he's here now to grab his first title, and that would be the U.S. Championship. But how can you pin Samoa Joe? That's my question.
Samoa Joe has been one of the most dominant performers in the ring, on the microphone, and his history in wrestling companies around the world should not be taken lightly, folks. Samoa Joe is a submission specialist.
Oh,
Ricochet's
yeah.
gonna have to watch out for that.
Hey, but Ricochet's speed and agility and the things that Ricochet can do is unrivaled. And his speed and his quickness could be the factor in this one as we see this extraordinary introduction by Ricochet. He's got the world in his hands.
Ricochet is ready. There is since winning the Fatal 5-Way on Raw, there's been a little bit of a reassurance of Ricochet. Is it Ricochet's night, Conrad?
I feel like Ricochet has the potential to win this, but Samoa Joe really never lost his United States Championship. If you go back and watch that match with Rey Mysterio, his shoulder was clearly up. Samoa Joe has only lost that match since then, so I feel he still has the confidence that he is going to win this. So I'm going to go with Samoa Joe for the win. I think we see a title retain here.
And Ricochet making his way to the ring. He looks focused here. Wilf, if you're Ricochet right now, what would you be thinking? What would be running through your mind?
You got to stay one step ahead. One step ahead. Just keep moving. Never stop. Like a shark in the water, Samoa Joe will be hunting his prey, and Ricochet needs to keep moving all the time, or else Ricochet will quickly be lights out.
I have to give a big shout out to the Brainbuster universe. We are being tweeted at Foul Original wanting to know, does Ricochet know what gravity is? I don't think he does. This man is amazing. If you have never seen that 630 hit live and in person, you guys are truly missing out on something amazing.
You know, back in my day, Tony Hawk hit the 900, and Ricochet in this generation somehow has hit a 630 as his signature maneuver. It's outstanding. But is it enough to take out this powerhouse that is Samoa Joe? I don't know. I don't think he can do it, but I wonder what the audience thinks.
And if you want to talk about this match on Twitter, use the hashtag BrainbusterTV. Tweet us. Tell us in the chat, who's winning this match? Are we Joe or are we Ricochet? United States Championship
U.S.
on the line.
Championship, one of the most prestigious belts in the company's history, going back to the likes of Ric Flair and so many Hall of Famers. And one of these guys will walk out the U.S. champion. Ricochet has the odds against him. Look at him basking in the golden glow of the Brain Buster universe.
Samoa Joe looking very confident for this matchup. He has no fear right now, but I think that Joe's going to be surprised when Ricochet gives him a few hits to the face.
Guys, I have it on good authority that we have the world-famous podcaster Mags in the chat today. Welcome to the Brainbuster TV experience, buddy.
US title, Ricochet looks at it. Is this the time for Ricochet? Is Joe, more importantly, overlooking Ricochet here? Because he does not seem concerned, but he is the master of mind games, we've found out in recent memory.
And the weird thing is, before that intro for the match, you notice Ricochet did not touch the belt. A lot of people believe that
Joe just stomping Ricochet into the canvas, and Ricochet with a huge right kick goes for the left thrust kick, and Samoa Joe quickly blocks it. And of course, without Ricochet's legs, he is useless. Samoa Joe knows this with a big kick to the... And now Samoa Joe's in a bad way. Quickly gets out of the way. Ricochet looks a little confused. Gets him into the corner. Samoa Joe easily. Look at a size comparison. These two are complete opposites. I think he's going to double underhook. And Ricochet goes flying into the canvas.
Samoa Joe, the weak part on him are his knees, as you can see them taped up underneath his knee pads.
Vicious side suplex there. Now Samoa Joe going for even more, and now Kawada kicks and a big right kick to the chin. Here we go, power bomb. Oh no, he's twisted it out to a
powerbomb cutter, it looks like right there.
Vicious, man. Ricochet tries his best to fight back.
Joe has to out-wrestle Ricochet.
He's got to move. Ricochet needs to keep moving. He needs to hit him with these aerial attacks. Big standing shooting star press with a pinfall counter is not even going to get a 1, guys.
I give it to Ricochet here. Any opportunity
rolls him up
for the cover could do it.
Ricochet very smart, trying to get out of here alive and get out of here quickly. But there's a Samoa drop by Samoa Joe. And now a vicious right kick to the back. Ricochet fights back, goes for the DDT. Joe with huge right fist into the gut, whipping him into the corner. Now he's propped him up again. Here we go. Muscle Buster. We've just started the match. It's over.
That's it. Oh
He's
my
getting
God,
him up.
Joe.
See you back in the chiropractor's office, Ricochet.
Uranagi.
You are done.
That's it.
Ring the bell.
Ricochet
No.
kicked out.
He has kicked out somehow. Not sure where that came from. But I don't think that has made Joe very happy at all as he gets whipped over. Ricochet snap DDT into the canvas. Now going to the top. This is exactly what Ricochet
That
needs.
is a long way away.
He's too far. Oh my
God,
god!
Dragon Runner.
One.
No.
That's how Joe lost the United States Championship to Rey Mysterio.
Joe just got out of that. Ricochet signaling his
Building up some
big
pace.
back here. Two
That's what he
right
needs
clothesline.
to do.
Leaping
Speed.
clothesline. Ricochet now. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, can he do it? Oh! Holding
Flex.
on.
To the
Oh my
dragon
God.
suit.
This is Samoa Joe's signature.
Oh
That's
my
it!
God.
He is insulting Joe.
Oh,
Tamaraplex. Oh my.
It's only a
Wait a
two
minute.
though.
What's going on here, Josh?
Oh my goodness.
Cesaro, who's had a series of matches with Ricochet, and Joe from
Cesaro has
behind
shown
O'Connor roll.
Pulls him up. Distracted.
No!
She's still in this somehow. He's completely
Cesaro.
perplexed with this addition of Cesaro ringside. Goes for a cutter. Joe clothesline over the top rope. And what an imposing figure. Cesaro outside the ring, causing a massive distraction to Ricochet.
What I liked about what Samoa Joe did right there was he did not rush into anything by going for a dive. He waited and took his time, showing true veteran presence in the ring right now. What a knee
Right.
to the face.
And
Whips
Joe
him into the
now.
corner.
Oh. Oh.
Running elbow into the enziguri. Now he's dragging the lifeless body of Ricochet. Huge throw. Ricochet rolls out, which is very wise. But here's Cesaro, being the gentleman he is, tossing him right back in.
Oh,
Referees
man.
gonna have to keep an eye on Cesaro
Dragon
being
sleeper. Oh.
That's got to be it. Ricochet's done here.
No.
No, a knee. Two knees. Breaks out of it.
Ricochet backside
go-
driver.
Oh, what a trick. He's putting all his weight into the leverage.
Oh.
Only
what a kick out.
flying.
Whoa. Oh, man.
Ricochet.
Oh, man.
He's too
Good
far
be
away.
going.
For any other guy, this is it. Missed
Oh.
experience. Moves him out.
Uh-oh, Oh.
Half exploder. Joe can taste the blood
Oh,
in the
man.
water.
Oh, man.
Shot.
Oh.
Kick.
Shining Wizard.
Joe's going to finish him off here. This is it. Nope. Ricochet back in with a big right fist to the face.
On the outside as well, don't forget.
Flick it into the corner. Cesaro has no business being in
Downward,
the
downward spiral.
match. Ricochet with a quick pinfall. Cesaro causing a distraction. The referee has been swayed here. I'm not sure if that would have made a 3 count, but it definitely caused it. And now Cesaro back on the ring.
Cesaro-
Dang.
Is he jaw-jacking with the ref or Ricochet?
Oh, my.
Oh. That's it, guys. Samoa Joe with
No.
a bridge suplex, and Ricochet still in this. This
What a
looked
match.
like an easy win for the champion, but Ricochet somehow.
Uh-oh, muscle buster. Oh, this is it.
Oh. Same move that has won him so
That
many
is
championships.
Pulls that man away from the ropes. Good move. Ricochet has been resilient.
No.
Ow!
No.
Ricochet
How
is
Ricochet
having
doing
a
this?
breakout match here.
Now Joe rubbing his forearm into the face as
No.
he pins him. Ricochet just
Oh,
lifting the
man.
shoulder.
He is hurt,
Joe-
though, guys. He is hurt.
Joe looks
Shit.
frustrated, though. He cannot get too frustrated
Here,
against a smaller competitor.
Now he's
Oh my God,
lifting
he's got
up.
him up. Detonation kick.
And
What is
here is
Cesaro doing?
the X Factor Cesaro jaw-jacking Ricochet
Oh, not
again.
Oh,
Oh, what a
The
German.
back of his head.
X
Again, Ricochet.
did not bridge Ricochet. Dragon leg
Ricochet
whip
going to
now.
the top, guys.
Taking a while to get there, though.
Ricochet.
He's lumbering.
Shooting star. Oh my God.
He's up.
He's broken a rib there. Joe fights out.
Snap suplex with the
Flex.
Float over.
no. I think the rope's there.
Count out.
It's not over yet, Joe.
Ooh, a sleeping knee into the jaw of Ricochet, enabling him. Oh, and here's Ricochet with European uppercut.
Oh,
Going for a cover again, misses. Joe with a
SDO.
running crackdown
Cesaro on the
clothesline.
outside.
Cesaro needs to be careful here. He can really ruin this match.
Oh,
This
cutter.
time he scores with the
kick
cutter.
up. Oh,
It's
and
up and-
Cesaro again.
Oh.
Refs, do something about Cesaro here. This is disgusting.
It's the inexperience of Ricochet right here in the big
Oh.
spots. Being distracted easily with the guy at the ringside, and this is where Ricochet is going to pay.
Uh-oh, guys. We could be spelling the
it-
beginning of the end. Another
There's
muscle
no
buster.
way.
This is it. Good night.
Good night, Irene. Count him.
No,
What is
Ricochet.
No.
he doing?
He wants to make him pay for it, and this could really blow up in Samoa Joe's face. If he waits too long, if he tries to make an impact and make a statement,
Oh!
standing here. Oh, I felt that in Tucson.
Oh, he is
Oh,
making
camel
him
clutch.
humble. Break back, make humble.
Ricochet is fighting out.
Shocked that Ricochet got out of that camel clutch.
Backside
Now,
driver.
back, and he's throwing
He's
his
got it,
body
he's got it,
weight
he's
on
got it.
him.
Oh,
Cesaro,
Cesaro, what are you doing?
3 out.
Ricochet not wasting
Ricochet.
any time.
Not wasting
Guys,
time.
guys, 6:30
Go-
could be coming. He hit it.
30. Jumps on him for the pin. New champion. 1, 2.
Oh,
So,
That might be the first kick out of the 6:30. What a match.
Ricochet doing everything he can here.
Folks, what a match we
oh,
have
man,
here.
big power
Powerbomb.
bomb. Oh my God.
No kick out here. 1, 2,
And
3.
he's all over Samoa Joe.
Joe did not. He really had to go to the extreme there.
Guys,
He had
Cesaro
to into
screwed Ricochet over there.
and Cesaro applauding his colleague, former U.S. champion Cesaro, of course, knows what it takes to be a winner, and Ricochet still needs to learn a little more.
We move on. SmackDown Women's Championship. Alexa Bliss challenging against Bayley. In the past, Bliss has had Bayley's number. Conrad Wilf. Does Nikki Cross play a factor? And can Bayley beat Bliss?
Well, when does Nikki Cross not play a factor is my question. Conrad, how do you think Nikki Cross factors into this match?
Wilf, I think Nikki Cross is unstable, and that is exactly what Alexa Bliss needs in her corner if she's going to want to take the momentum away from the lovable Bayley. The people were at one time behind Bayley. The crowd reactions have such changed. I don't know what's going to happen in this one, but the X Factor is definitely Nikki Cross.
Can Bliss control the chaos of Nikki Cross, though? That's my question. I think Bayley just might retain the title tonight. Bayley is focused and determined, and she's on a great run right now.
Bayley's got a lot of momentum, that's for sure. Bliss had some very horrible things to say about Bayley this past week on SmackDown, saying that Bayley had peaked in NXT. I don't know, but it's got to get into him. She's playing mind games well. Bliss does that best.
Well, sometimes I'll tell you the truth hurts, and sometimes you need to be told the truth, and that might be the edge that Bayley has tonight with that pent-up aggression and frustration, and she's about to lay it all out on Alexa Bliss.
Josh, why don't you recap why Nikki Cross is so mad, especially after what happened with that WWE Women's Tag Title match?
Oh, yes. So the women's tag titles were on the line this past week on Raw. Bliss and Nikki challenging the Iconics. And, of course, Bayley really screwed them out of it. If you look at it, she attacked Bliss and it made Nikki mad. Bliss and Nikki are friends. Nikki believes that Bliss is truly her friend. Guys, what do you think about the friendship between Bliss and Nikki? Because, hey, Bliss has used people in the past.
I think it's a real friendship. I don't know. A lot of people are calling it artificial, but I haven't seen any reason for Alexa to not want to be friends with Nikki. Nikki is someone who was a great competitor down in NXT. She was waiting to get her moment, and Alexa Bliss gave it to her.
The chant coming out now. The wacky inflatable shoe men.
Yeah, you can't get enough of that. And a big shout out to everybody in the chat. Foul, Connor. We've seen Bradley in here. Queen, of course. Thank you guys so much for following the stream. We do have buttons below, leaderboards, virtual gifts, donations, Twitter. Follow us and enjoy. We hope you're enjoying this amazing night of action. And here we go. Bayley, Bliss. It's about to go down.
Hopefully we get some incredible women's action here. I think that these two have more heat behind this match than people know. Their competition and feuds go all the way back to NXT, even behind the scenes, folks. But the question is, there is nobody here to watch Bayley's back with Nikki Cross in Alexa Bliss's corner.
Introducing the challenger from Columbus, Ohio.
And Bliss has been to the big dance before.
Well, it's not dancing time now. It is fist to face time, and these two women are about to throw hands. Guys, look at the top left of your screen. You see the hashtag BrainBustedTV. Go to Twitter, go to Facebook right now. Tell everybody that we are live here on twitch.tv/BBRTV, and get ready for a barn burner of a match.
Yeah, guys, I think this one's going to be a really, really fun match. Bayley and Bliss live right now here on twitch.tv/BBRTV. This is a big fight feel, guys. SmackDown Women's title.
Looks like the crowd is firmly in Bayley's corner for this particular title match. All right, bell has rung. We're underway, and Alexa Bliss not wasting time with forearms to the face, collar and elbow tie up. Bayley throws her into the corner, looking for a clean break at this point. Bliss, nope, not having it, with a right slap to the face.
Bayley, tie up.
Bayley has been slapped in the face and now getting worked into a pretzel.
Now,
Counters
guys,
back.
When it comes to big fight situations and big matches on pay-per-views, does Bliss have the advantage here? Does Bliss have more of an advantage than Bayley?
Well, she's got a huge advantage standing outside the ring right now. The mind games alone of having somebody outside on your corner can really throw off your game plan.
And Conrad, what do you think? Is the momentum enough to keep it going,
Big
or does
super.
Bliss have her number?
I don't know. I feel like that Money in the Bank gave Bayley some rejuvenation that she needed. I don't know how well Bayley is going to be able to sustain this new energy that she has, but she's got a lot of factors.
Rana by Alexa Bliss there.
Bayley just needs to figure out how to hit that belly to Bayley from anywhere.
Alexa dragging Bayley and a knee to the kidney there.
Oh my. Bliss does
Now
not play
slamming.
nice.
Slamming her face into the canvas.
Jawbreaker.
Bliss soaking in the crowd's response there. Forearm to the face. Bliss fights back. Another Hurricane Rana. How many times can she go to the well with the same maneuver before Bayley will finally counteract that Dragon Whip leg screw by Bayley? Bliss counters back.
These two ladies
seemingly
know each other so well.
Bliss really taking full command in this encounter.
STO.
And Josh, they know each other so well from that time in NXT. Like I said, there's a little behind the scenes friction between.
Yeah,
I think Bliss is looking for a quick pin here, which would be a shocking result this quickly. Bayley, though, champion.
Alexa Bliss looks blissed off, if you ask me.
And she's sizing up Bayley for something here.
DDT, guys, DDT. This is it.
Well, that's a quick loss. This is embarrassing. And she kicks out right away.
I believe she
was
had the
real
ropes
close to those ropes.
Bliss going to the top. She's going to end it.
Oh!
Big miss. Oh, struck out.
I thought we were going to see the sparkle splash.
Bayley going after the hamstrings, getting the crowd riled up.
Oh,
and a right kick to the gut.
Unorthodox. Oh, Bayley with the double axe handle.
Bayley showing that aggression.
Oh,
big spear into the rope.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Boom. Got her.
In corner, Bliss stumbling here.
Into the corner.
Bayley now taking full command, has her in the corner, looking for a...
Oh, folding her up.
Turnbuckle.
Could be looking for Bayley to belly. Here it is, Bayley to belly. No. Headbutt by Bliss. Oh, both ladies scrambling for a position.
I think Bliss was rocked from that headbutt right there.
Definitely blocked off her chop there. Now Bayley getting whipped into the corner.
Again, Bliss.
Another counter. Just back and forth, these guys. Yes. These ladies are going at it.
Oh, code red.
Oh, shades of Booker T.
One. No. Maybe a little too early to go for a cover here with Bliss.
Crafty sequences between these two.
Bayley getting the crowd behind her side. That could be a mistake here. Is she worrying too much about everybody else?
Yes, Bayley needs to focus on her aggression. The crowd is not behind her. They've been turning on her in recent.
Bliss again.
Another
not going for the pin this time.
Let it go.
Guys, I don't know if you hear from where we are, but Nikki Cross has been saying all sorts of crazy things at the ringside. I don't know if Bayley's hearing these things, but this may be changing the momentum of the match.
Bliss could be looking for another one of those DDTs. Snap style, boom.
That's it.
That's it. New champ.
1, 2.
No.
Kick out by Bayley.
Bayley kicking out.
Bliss reacting to the crowd there.
Bliss now boy, could she have gone for Twisted Bliss?
Has been in full control just about here, and she's going to cap it off with a big missed elbow drop. This is her chance, Bayley. Bayley needs to... and she's up corner.
Now.
Back body drop straight onto the spine of Bayley. Dragging her carcass over to the corner here. Getting the pinfall. I don't know. It's her
Bliss.
Feet on the ropes. Feet on the ropes.
Oh.
Referee did not see it. Ref not able to see it from his angle.
Oh,
Bayley lit. Quick pinfall here.
No.
2 count.
Josh, are you surprised at Nikki Cross not getting too involved yet in this match?
Well, I don't know, guys, because maybe it was a conversation between Bliss and Nikki to kind of let Bliss take control of Bayley. It doesn't seem like Bliss is in trouble, you would say. But you never know what Nikki Cross can do. She is quite deranged.
Gotta get Bliss's shoulders on the mat there.
Oh, went for it.
And see, this is where we can get in trouble. Thrown for the outside. Could have been an advantage, but Bliss whips her back in.
Oh, nonchalant.
A knee on the throat here.
Oh.
And Bayley just got her shoulder up in time.
We could be looking for Twisted Bliss again, guys. Senton missed again.
misses.
Stay off the top rope, Alexa.
Oh, man.
Can she that landing?
That could be it.
I think Bailey.
Oh, Bliss.
Nope.
You're
Bliss
being uppercut.
fights back.
Code red, guys.
Huge Somerset power bomb. Bliss now whips Bailey into the corner.
Going for it again.
Going-
She's going back
Here
to
we
the well here.
Another slam.
That
This
could be
time,
it.
pins her. Legs over the shoulders.
Oh,
Two.
Bliss thought she had
Bailey
it there.
has to be getting momentum though from these kickouts. Oh dear.
Guys, this is why Bailey is the
Insult to injury.
champion. Getting those kickouts at the last second.
That's
And
it. That's
Bliss
it.
is
No.
winning.
My God, these ladies are taking it all out on each other.
We have been
Bailey.
seeing a series of good matches here tonight.
Bailey to belly.
Oh.
Bailey to belly.
Nikki's not looking.
This is it. This is it, guys. Championship retained. No.
Bailey, not enough just yet. Big counter. Now Bliss has regained control.
Guys, DDT could be incoming.
This
Won
is
her
the
championship
third.
before.
It's a hat trick.
It's
And
over.
Bliss has won it. Bliss has
the new SmackDown Women's Champion.
I did not predict this.
Bailey goes down in a humiliating defeat.
Again, Alexa Bliss has her number.
Alexa Bliss celebrating with the championship. Her fans in attendance are happy. They are screaming right now for Nikki.
Who they're cheering for? I think they're cheering for Nikki. I don't know what Nikki's thinking.
Damn, and Nikki was a non-factor in this match. Bliss did this clean, guys. That is an important note here.
Well, you know, like I said earlier, who knows what she was spouting off at ringside? She may have really gotten to the mind of Bailey, but not enough. Here we go. It is time for the Cruiserweights. Drew Gulak, Tozawa, and Tony Nese. Josh, give us some background on these three.
Well, these three have been going. Well, Akira Tozawa and Drew Gulak have wanted this opportunity for the Cruiserweight Championship for weeks and weeks and weeks. There's been several matchups between the two. Drake Maverick made this triple threat match. And I guess the interesting point, Conrad, I'll get your thoughts on this. It's the champ doesn't have to be pinned.
No, the champion does not have to be pinned to lose the title. And like you said, Josh, Drake Maverick made this match. Shout out to Drake Maverick, who is the current 24/7 champion. I saw him taking pictures on Twitter at his wedding. Make sure you guys check him out.
I hate to break it to you, but I am now the 24/7 Brainbuster TV champion. And if you want to be, the 24/7 champion, type in !247 and you will be the next champion. Conrad, pick it up where I left off. Sorry about that.
No, that is perfect to segue into that. Right now, we have 3 international superstars in that ring. 205 Live, one of the most exciting divisions that you guys can watch right now. These cruiserweights are going to wow you with submissions, high-flying expertise. This is going to be a really good match. Can Tony Nese hold on to the cruiserweight title that he loves so much?
Gulak not wasting any time, marching to the ring, looking to capture the belt. Here we go.
Drew
I
Gulak
love Drew.
is just a submission specialist, you would say.
He reminds me so much of shades of Dean Malenko. Drew Gulak is all business in the ring, and I think it's his time to win this title tonight. I went as far as saying that on the predictions, and I know some people out there agree with me. I think we're going to see a new champion. I feel like it's Gulak's time, but you never know what could happen in a triple threat.
Comes the champ.
And another big shout out to Kevin Queen and, of course, our very own Josh for doing an exquisite job on the kickoff tonight. If you guys are enjoying these Brainbuster TV simulations, please let us know in the chat, and we will definitely do more.
Oh, yeah, and Tony Nese won the championship from Buddy Murphy back at WrestleMania. Has the is the numbers going to play into effect here? Because, like we said, Tony Nese does not have to be pinned to lose his championship.
Well,
There's so many combinations here. No DQs.
Talking about
no
numbers, how many muscles is that? I lost track.
Way more than mine.
For the amount of muscles he has, that's how many cheeseburgers I'm downing.
Tony Nese, he's looking very confident tonight.
Well, I would feel confident too if I had that gorgeous purple leather cruiserweight title around my amazing waist. I think I would feel pretty darn good about myself too.
As we can see on the outside, guys, pay attention to Zawa and Drew Gulak. Look like they were talking, maybe going over some strategy on how to double team the champion.
Do you have to form an unlikely alliance to take out one member so you can essentially make this a one-on-one match?
You have to have eyes essentially in the back of your head in this kind of match, Josh. These guys are going to be trying to eliminate each other at the turn of a hat. So they're going to have to watch their backs at all times because you could get thrown into a table, into a barricade, the steel steps, or to the floor, and someone's stealing your pinfall. So they're going to have to watch out. This is going to show who's more cunning of these three as well.
Of course, Cruiserweight Championship on the line. Talk about this match on social media, Brainbuster TV.
Snap suplex, no rules really. I mean, they can be a little lenient with the rules in this triple threats. So there's no telling what kind of weaponry we may see in this encounter.
Guys, again, no DQs, no countouts. Champion does not have to be pinned. Wilf, if you're in this situation, what would your strategy be?
I'm rolling outside and sitting next to us. That's what I'm doing. I'll sit there and wait for the perfect time to strike.
I think the focus is to stay in there, Josh, because at any second you could win this from a roll-up, from one faulty maneuver being missed, and you hit your finisher. Tozawa reversed and dropped on that top rope by Tony Nese. Tony Nese stomping away at Drew Gulak in the ring. Irish whip into the ropes. Michinoku driver.
Tozawa's in a bad way, but a kick out by Gulak keeps the match going. Right forearm, Gulak takes another one. Tozawa taking his time, getting back into the action.
Nice reversal by
Big
Drew
counter.
Gulak.
Gulak is on fire with a lariat. Chops his head off. Nese is in a world of pain.
Oh, look at
and
this.
here's
Look at this.
What is this?
Gulak wrenching the arms, and that's it. That could
Tony
be it.
Nese
Nese
not paying
biz
any
with
attention.
himself.
You better be paying attention, because Drew Gulak will make goulash out of him. Goodness gracious. What a hit.
Forearm. Nese goes flying. Gulak not happy enough with it as he goes and makes sure Nese is out. Goes after Tozawa. Gives enough time for Tozawa to get back into it. Gulak whips him into the corner. Goes for the clothesline. Misses it completely. And Nese is back into the action with a clothesline over the top rope. Gulak didn't even see it coming.
Tozawa wants Gulak. Oh, no. Oh, big kicks. Oh, look at this. Tony
Handle
Nese.
something or other there.
A variation of something. Oh. Playing with Zawa.
Zawa flies back. Gulak taking a second here to just kind of evaluate his circumstances, slowly getting his energy back up, and a huge chop block to Nese's leg.
Whoa.
Goes for the suplex. Zawa rolls out of it, though. Goes after the knee of Gulak. Now a kick. Now a thrust kick to the thighs.
Oh, went for it.
Nese
But Zawa caught him.
Big right forearms by Tony Nese. Now
got the arm trapped.
Arm trapped.
Oh.
Suplex. Body slam there. Zawa rolls out wisely as he tries to recuperate on the outside. But here's a chance for Gulak.
What the? Oh,
in
my
a
God.
modified arm trap suplex.
Gulak looking to grab the Purple Brand's top prize. Look at this. Gulak!
Oh,
Oh my!
Got
the
a
Gulak.
Tony's gonna tap, guys.
varied dragon suplex
Oh,
skull in here.
Tozawa.
And here's Tozawa gaining his energy back. Big right forearm, right chop, slap over the top. Tozawa's in full control, whipping Gulak up to the top rope here, putting him in the tree of woe. Tozawa with a right stomp to the guts, and Tozawa's in full command.
Wilf Bradley 1867 is in the chat, and he is talking about Gulak's feud with Kushida, which is a really good rivalry. And I think that's part of the reason why I predicted that Drew Gulak will be your new Cruiserweight champion tonight. I feel he's been very focused, and he's been coming up.
Big count, 1, 2. Nice wasn't even close. Great points. Gulak can really go with it with anybody. He has had some epic encounters with Kushida. He has done it all, and these guys are just blowing our minds here. The crowd.
Falcon Arrow.
Falcon Arrow suplex. Gulak is now on the outside. The champion
He needs to take advantage here.
needs to take full advantage. He's dragging Tozawa's chin from one side to the other. Now he's got him in some sort of a submission. Tozawa gets out, counters back. Gulak's back in it. In a torture rack submission. And he's just launched his knees into the sky.
Tozawa.
Gulak with a right slap to the face. Arm wrench, trap, leg, suplex.
Loving that suplex. That is taking a lot out of his opponents in this match.
Both men here. He's not allowing either men to get control. Smart.
Somebody needs to go for a pin here. Here comes Gulak. But a quick count out. You're going to have to do a lot more to pin the champion.
We good. Counter by Tony Nese right here. Tony Nese is caught up on the second rope.
Tozawa trying to gain some energy from the crowd, but he's got to be careful
went for it.
that a pinfall doesn't happen.
Oh, look at this.
Oh, we suckered him in.
No. Getting out of it.
Out. Kick to the spine. Tozawa trying to get control, but Gulak, I'd say Gulak. What do you guys think? Gulak is really in the most control out of these three guys so far.
I would agree, and not only that, I think it's really important to note here how Gulak and Tozawa just want to take each other out. It's almost like they're almost forgetting that Tony is even on the outside right now.
That's a great point, man. That is a fantastic point. You don't want to cancel each other out with your rival. You got to remember what's most important, and that's old. Tozawa's in a bad way here. Nice. Quick pinfall.
No.
Gulak gets up quickly after one, but he's definitely taking a lot of strength to get out of this.
A lot of those pinfall attempts weaken you at the same time. So good moves by everybody so far in this match. Pretty even across the board to me.
And it looks like the knee pad has been lowered. Rushing into the side and a knee across the face of Gulak. Tozawa's still unconscious out there on the
He calls that running Nese.
And Nese is else. Unbelievable. That's how quickly you can get a pinfall in a triple threat encounter. Tozawa incapable on the outside. Nese hits his finishing maneuver on Gulak and a quick 3 count. I don't know. The crowd seems a little 50-50 here. I don't know if they're very happy with this result. The chat is not happy. The chat was thinking Gulak, but it's not time for that. It's
main event time, boys.
The WWE Universal Championship. Baron Corbin and Seth Rollins. Guys, how did we get to this scenario? And who's winning?
Conrad, take it away.
I think this goes all the way back to when Baron Corbin was the acting GM. Baron Corbin has started picking up some momentous victories of the likes of beating Kurt Angle at WrestleMania. I think that his time for a title shot was coming no matter what. He wins a #1 contendership, and now he feels he was screwed at Saudi Arabia's big event, Super Showdown, and now he is here to challenge Seth Rollins for this Universal Championship. But Rollins has been on his A game. He's been taking out everybody that's been put in front of him. This should be a great matchup.
Main event, big fight feel. Of course, with this one, it's going to be a good one, folks.
Rollins promised me that he was going to make Baron Corbin see stars.
What a dramatic entrance here from Baron Corbin. This is an intimidating sight. I really don't know, I think people are underestimating what Baron Corbin can do in the ring. He is a slimy guy, but he is very good.
Oh, he is good, guys. He is good, and no one should overlook Baron Corbin. And especially in a situation where Seth has so much momentum, sometimes that can be a little bit of a catalyst to overlook someone like Baron Corbin. Baron as smug as ever.
Baron Corbin, very athletic, former Golden Gloves boxer. He was also in the NFL. Tremendous football player. This guy has all the talents in the world to do this. His attitude may not be the best in the eyes of the fans, but Baron Corbin can get the job done.
Well, the fans don't pay the paycheck. Getting ahead in the locker room, getting ahead with the executives, that's where it really pays off. And he's going his own route to the top, and he doesn't ask any questions.
Guys, but I got a question for you. Are you ready to burn it down?
Well, it looks like the Seattle crowd is absolutely ready to burn it down tonight as we see the litany of Seth Rollins t-shirts in the audience.
There's the fire. Seth freaking Rollins has earned this opportunity. Absolutely digging the attire tonight for Seth Rollins. He looks ready. He is focused to show why he is one of the top competitors here in the WWE. You guys are watching us live on Brainbusted TV. I hope you guys are enjoying the event, and this is your main event.
Yeah, big ups to everybody who has stopped by and viewed this sim of Stomping Grounds. I hope you're having lots of fun. This will be on replay as soon as the show is over. We are twitch.tv/BBRTV. Brainbuster Radio now has TV. We are launching officially in the summer, but now we are doing some really fun streams in the meantime. So please give us a follow, give us a sub, and give your hands up to Seth Rollins. Here we go.
Seth Rollins, current Universal Champion, the Beast Slayer, got past Brock Lesnar at Super Showdown with his attempt of a cash-in. Does that got to be in the back of Seth's mind here that Brock Lesnar has the Money in the Bank briefcase?
I think it always plays a factor. Brock Lesnar is one of the most feared competitors in the locker room. He has destroyed anything and everyone that's been put in front of him. And Rollins knows that with a competitive match with Baron Corbin, Heyman and Lesnar have to be lurking somewhere or watching this from somewhere, whether it be Canada, Minnesota, or they could be here in the arena. Seth has to watch his back as soon as this match is over.
Challenger getting introduced here. Baron Corbin. Can he shock the world, Wilf? Is this going to be an upset if Baron wins?
I wouldn't call it an upset, actually. I think he's very smart, very conniving, and he has all the ability to take this belt away today and stun the universe and burn Seth's reign to the ground. Big fight feel, big night of action, a heck of a card tonight, and Seth Rollins will look to make quick work of Baron Corbin.
Now, obviously, the size may come into play here because Baron is the bigger of the two, but, I mean, we've seen Seth take down pretty much anyone at this point, so can the Beast Slayer be slayed himself? Red Brand's top prize on the line.
What a backbreaker by Baron Corbin.
Corbin getting right to it. Exactly what he needs to do. Set the pace, set the tempo, and take control of this before Seth can get any sort of rhythm.
I think the fans really want Seth Rollins to shut Baron Corbin up with a curb stomp. The question is, Corbin has to be prepared. Man, Corbin showing that strength. I spoke too soon.
Oh, taking out the
Just
arm.
whipping the arm into the canvas, now wrenching Seth Rollins' head around like a corkscrew.
You don't want to get caught with that end of days. It has ended many competitors who thought they've had it. I've seen people get caught in tilt-a-whirls in the end of days. Rollins is going to have to watch out for that because it looks like Corbin is already slowly starting to set up for a good right hand.
Oh, man. Big
Power
no.
bomb. Seth, with a couple of right hands, breaks out of it, though.
Oh.
And then it's just a shoulder tackle, imposing his strength and power and size, knocking over Seth, and then a knee. And now he's just eating it up here as the crowd giving him plenty of boos. A quick pinfall to humiliate Seth, but it's only a 1 count. And look at these vicious stomps by Corbin, soaking it in here again, taking a bit of time, and we can see immediately not working in his favor as Seth whips him down, and a standing moonsault there.
Oh, what a throw. That's just sheer aggression by Baron Corbin.
And if you're following in the chat or following at hashtag BrainBusterTV, like Mags is in the chat saying it's the end of Seth's days as champion, I don't know if I'd agree with that, but Corbin is going to make me eat my words.
All right. He's
man.
hitting the ropes here.
Big.
Ooh.
That could be
Gotta
it.
watch those hands. I said former Golden Gloves boxer.
There we go, Seth.
Ooh.
And look at how Baron drives his arm into the face of Seth as he goes for the pinfall. Really driving it in there.
Oh, but Seth.
Seth counters, gets out.
Seth slowing
Rollins
it down.
headlock. This is sometimes part of the main event scene. You're gonna have to slow it down. He's trying to take out all of the momentum that Baron Corbin has built
Look,
up.
Corbin has the size, and he's taller and bigger. Seth has got to chop the tree down. He's got to get him back on his side.
If I was Seth Rollins right now, I'd be using my speed and agility. Oh man.
Just like that. Just like that. Way to call it,
Shades of
Josh.
Marufuji there with the sliced bread. Incredible move, and Baron is dazed.
What is Seth thinking here?
Rollins is not rushing in.
Oh, caught him.
Big-
Backbreaker. Oh,
Choke slam into
Could
the
Mags
knee.
be correct?
this is it, guys. This is it.
Two.
No. Thought we had a new champion there.
Huge power slam there as Baron shows his size, and now he's sizing up Seth Rollins for something here.
The
And
end
then-
of days.
Look
at him, and he's-
guys.
I think
this
he's
is it.
busted Seth open. It's over.
Oh.
A 2.
Mags has
So
to be
close.
loving this right now.
Oh, big elbows from Baron.
Seth trying to get back into it. Big right forearm.
Guys,
now
super
goes
kick,
for
super
roll
kick.
up.
Abracadabra.
Huge right thrust kick into the throat. Seth, though, is busted open. He's bleeding here.
Oh, could be looking at
This
stomp.
is it.
The stomp.
This has got to be
Curb
it.
stomp.
Curb stomp.
This is it. No one kicks out of the
Corbin.
stomp, guys.
2.
Corbin, though.
Corbin.
Corbin has kicked out. He has not even kicked out. He's limped up his shoulder just slightly.
Wilf, how
Seth-
bad is that cut on Seth Rollins? It looks like you got a better view of it than
It's really starting to come into his eyesight. I think he's seeing red,
Oh, man.
and that actually
Oh,
might.
man.
I think seeing red is actually what he needs. Here he
Froggy,
goes
Froggy.
Frog
Oh, the
splash.
knees.
into the ribs of Seth Rollins
Oh, big boot.
by Corbin.
Go for that chokeslam backbreaker. No.
How he's countered the choke slam.
Oh, smart.
A lot. Corbin going outside where it's safe and clean, and now
Elbow.
drop, and you can see Seth now really gushing out, coming over his chest and down on his stomach. I don't think he can see very well at this point. Corbin outside. You can't really pin the guy if you're outside.
Now Seth is an honorable champion. He's not going to take the count out win.
Yeah, absolutely. But he's walked right into the trap. Corbin waiting to take his moment. Seth wants to win it inside. Corbin rolls back in.
Oh, wait a minute, guys, stomp. Nobody kicks out of 2 stomps.
Number 2.
That's got to be it.
And that's going to be it. Seth Rollins.
Seth Rollins retains.
Universal title. Bloodied, beaten, and battered. Seth Rollins hits a second curb stomp to retain the Universal title.
Retaining the championship here, guys.
Seth Rollins deserved that victory for what he did. Very smart for him to get back into the ring, and while Corbin was getting back into the ring as well, hit him with a curb stomp. Excellent stuff right here. Seth Rollins really, really deserved this victory.
Seth Rollins closing out the night, still the champion. We have seen titles change hands. We have seen titles retained, and we have seen some new feuds and some big surprises here on Stomping Grounds. A big shout out to everybody in the chat, everybody watching, everybody viewing worldwide here on twitch.tv/BBRTV. Absolutely amazing show. Josh, any last words?
Thank you to everybody that joined us here for the simulation. We had a lot of fun today. Thank you guys for joining me as well as everybody on Twitter and wherever else. Thank you for joining us for Stomping Grounds. We got a lot more stuff planned. Conrad Wilf, thank you very, very much for joining me.
Josh, thank you, my friend, for setting all of this up. I know this was your brainchild partially, so a big thank you to you and Will for setting up the Twitch. I am humbled to be here, so thank you guys for inviting me on, and I hope you'll have me back.
Of course. Wilf, thank you as well.
Absolute honor to share the booth with Conrad of Everything Pro Wrestling, a show by the fans for the fans, which is every Saturday here on Brainbuster Radio. We will put the link in the stream. Brainbuster Radio is a collective of 9 shows bringing you daily wrestling discussion. Josh is part of Wrestling Reverb every Friday, and myself, Wilfred Watches, on Mondays. Guys, we are opening up this visual platform of twitch.tv/BBRTV. We're launching officially in the summer with a huge event, but we are just testing the airwaves out now with some fun streams such as this, some live streams, and some live testing. So please throw us a follow. Give us a subscription if you can. Lots more in the works in the summer and beyond. And a huge thanks to Josh for putting together this outrageously successful simulation of WWE Stomping Grounds.
No worries, guys. That'll do us for us tonight. Thank you all for joining, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace out.